Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, 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 every day I'm
Boxing Voice Radio, #1 podcast. Enjoy the show. It's a great day to talk boxing. Ness on the mic, super chat to call in. It's the Boxing Voice Radio, #1 podcast. Enjoy the show. Like, subscribe, like, subscribe, like, subscribe. Join the Patreon today. It's the Boxing Voice Radio, #1 podcast. Enjoy the show. Like, subscribe, like, subscribe, like, subscribe. Join the Patreon.
It's a great place to talk boxing. Ness on the mic, super chat calling. The Boxing Boys Radio, #1 podcast. Enjoy the show. It's a great place to talk boxing. Like, subscribe, like, subscribe, like, subscribe. You already know where to go and get that uncut raw. Your knowledge and opinion, get it off of the 3 minutes. It don't matter where you from, we all the same, my dog. If you hear less than no business, can you defend your position? The Boxing Voice, the people's choice. Yo, put my anthem on. That A-style, lethal and stainless on the microphone. Coming through in stereo, making sure you hear me. Get my point across, articulate my mind so clearly. Get no record, another addition to the history. Call her under you, my destiny. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Call her under you, my destiny. Can you hear me? We in it, then we here. The Boxing Boys, we here. TBV. We here. TBV. The Boxing Boys Radio, #1 podcast. Enjoy the show. It's a great place to talk boxing. Ness on the mic, super chat calling. The Boxing Boys Radio, #1 podcast. Enjoy the show. It's a great place to talk boxing. Like, subscribe, like, subscribe, like, subscribe. It's the Haney voice, Wilder voice. No, my dude, it's the Boxing Voice. Voice of the people, I done made my choice. 7 days a week, Twitter, X, Discord, iTunes, YouTube, Blog Talk Radio. Name any other podcast you know. They got an AM and they got a PM show. Betting odds and weekend shows. You can call and let it go. Soy Campeon de la Gente. Patreon Pendejo. Amateur Olympic Pro. Treadmill road work elliptical. Only one place we can go. Dante's Boxing Ego. No, it's only one destination for interviews, conversation, and boxing news entertainment. The Boxing Voice, why you waiting? It's only one destination for interviews, conversation, and boxing news entertainment. The Boxing Voice, why you waiting? Boys Radio, #1 podcast. Enjoy the show. It's a great place to talk boxing. Ness on the mic, super chat calling. The Boxing Boys Radio, #1 podcast. Enjoy the show. It's a great place to talk boxing. Like, subscribe, like, subscribe, like, subscribe.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. I am your host, Nestor Gibbs, and we're going to be discussing the big fight that is a done deal. Shout out to Turki Alalshikh. We have gotten the news, according to Mr. Alalshikh, that the fight between Eubank Jr. and Conor Benn is a done deal for April in London, and the card will be by the name of Fatal Fury City of the Wolves. Soon, and I quote, I will announce the day and the location. It will be the ring's first card in collaboration with the video game and SNK. And I will push to make the pay-per-view price $19.99 British pounds. For the fans, he goes on to say, for the fans with tough undercard, let's get boxing great again and wait for huge announcements soon. So this is Turki Alalshikh, and the big news that we're discussing. This is about Conor Benn and Chris Eubank Jr., and that big fight that obviously it was a fight that just wasn't, getting off the table. They couldn't get this done. So once again, it takes Turki Alalshikh to step in and get another big fight for boxing. Now, the second part of the show, we're going to be discussing not Turki Alalshikh, but Saudi Arabia's $1 billion investment into Dazn. According to numerous websites, the New York Times, that's the article that I read was from the New York Times, but there's others from Bloomberg and essentially sports, a boxing website. But it seems that Saudi Arabia is said to near at least $1 billion investment into Dazn, and this has nothing to do with Turki Alalshikh. So, Dazn in a good place right now. Also, Dazn bought the company called Foxtel in Australia for $2 billion. So they're adding to that, resume. Now, it's easy to Google and see that Dazn did lose about $5 billion in the last few years. But again, is it losing when you're doing this purposely, right? Because out of that 2.1 was to buy another media company in Foxtel, and that just keeps expanding what it is they're doing. Now they got this outside investment from Saudi Arabia, nothing to do with Turki Alalshikh. So quite interesting, man. Quite interesting. Dazn becoming a powerhouse. And remember that was a privately invested and funded company. It was a billionaire that was just doing all that he could do out his pocket. So that's not bad. That's not bad. Again, the billion is not for boxing. They're investing $1 billion into Dazn, and they bought about 10 to 13% stake in the company. So, yeah, Saudi Arabia as a whole has been investing in sports quite a bit. From reading that New York Times article, obviously they've invested in FIFA, and they're going to host FIFA, I think, in 2034 in Saudi Arabia. So they've been doing the sports play for a long time. We're just late to it in terms of boxing, right? Shout out to Turki Alalshikh that has taken a liking to boxing. So we would love, for him to continue doing what he is doing. Now, Eubank and Conor Benn, that's also going to be for Eubank's IBO. Shout out to the IBO. Eubank stays with an IBO. So we'll at least have that belt on the line for that event. Turkey says it'll be a good undercard. He says his words, tough undercard. So let's hope, because again, this is a predominantly UK fight. Hopefully Turkey doesn't get us flagged here. What is this 35 years ago? I don't know, but historians like this fight because the father's fault. So this is a clip of Eubank Sr.
I have nothing to say to Nigel. I find the man intolerable in that he's so wild. I have no time for such people. He has no class as far as I see it. About Nigel Benn, I would say this. The man is a powerful puncher, a very powerful puncher. For this, I would like his autograph, because after I've finished with him, he isn't going to be anybody.
I think the public is demanding this. I walk down the street, people say, hey, give this boy a hiding.
Well, let's make sure the fight takes place by signing the contract right now.
Christopher?
I have to say, there seems an element of genuine hate between these two.
I mean, you could tell this was a different time, man. That's how big boxing was. These guys are in studio signing contracts. I wish we could get a Tank and Shakur in studio, in like a ESPN studio, Sports Center, live on Sports Center. You got Stephen A. Smith. Obviously, not that I want him, but look, it's his show. He's been doing his thing over there. And he's got these two guys signing the contract. That's promotion, man. We need these old days back.
For sure.
I don't hate the man. I just want a WBO title. I pray that I have enough dignity not to hate the man.
All right, gentlemen, you've got to sign a
I
contract.
personally do hate him. I personally do hate him.
In your face, I have nothing to say to Nigel. I find the man.
Man, Nigel said he personally does hate him. Wow. I didn't know it was that bad. I don't know that, us Americans are going to be as excited for this fight, because neither man has really done anything in the sport. Eubank has won a few IBO titles throughout his time, and I think a WBA as well, maybe a regular interim or something, a gold. And Ben hasn't won a world title, hasn't given us, the Ben versus Ennis or Virgil Ortiz. He's essentially let the division pass him by. So I don't know that in America this fight has touched us, because, no disrespect to them, they're just both bit of underachievers. They haven't really done what we would have expected. Like, anybody that followed Eubank's career, we thought we were getting a Charlo fight once upon a time. Whoever's fault it was, I don't know, but we never got it. We never got the Gennady fight, and then he's got that, is it Billy Joe Saunders that said, oh, he'll beat us both on the same night? Like, he never got the rematch with Billy Joe Saunders. This is just a bit of a money grab, in my opinion. The fact that Alalshikh didn't see that, it's unfortunate. Maybe he's just trying to replicate the history between the fathers here. But again, the fathers were more accomplished. You can hear Eubank say, I just want a WBO title. I don't hate Nigel. So, these guys were world champions. Eubank and Ben, like I said, bit of underachievers. And I don't mean that as a slight or disrespect. Obviously, I am not a fighter, so I'm not trying to take shots at them. But as a spectator of the sport and assessing what they've done, it isn't much. It isn't much. I mean, Jaron Ennis won a world title, not Conor Benn. And then, some can argue that Eubank hasn't won a full version of any world title. And I mean, how old is Eubank at this point? Is it even fair for him not to have won a world title, not to have been in a world title shot? You know, and by fair, I mean to us. Like, he consistently gets talked about with big fights. He's 35 years old and he's never won a belt. We talk about Tank never unifying. I mean, this guy's never won a belt outside of the IBO, which, we respect here on TBV, but it's not one of the major four just yet. CLT Meach, member for 10 months on the prospect level. Two dudes living off their father's legacy. And that's what I feel like Americans are going to, thank God he's trying to make this 20, but I think that's still going to be like 25 or so for us, maybe 30. I don't know. I don't know the proper conversion, but 20 pounds is still going to be a little bit more for Americans. Are we going to buy this? Hopefully, the undercard has some solid names on it where it's not just a fight for the UK and a fight for London and, a fight for their father's history. Hopefully, they open this fight to the world by adding some flavor on the undercard. We got Latron Cooper with the $2. He said, "Good morning, TBV," with the boxing glove emoji. I'm a fan of Eubank and a fan of Conor, but they just never given me what I want. From Conor, I've been wanting him to get in there with a welterweight long time ago. And with Eubank, I don't even know what I want from him at this point because Gennady is too old. Billy Joe is retired. Charlo is lost it. So, the fights that I once upon a time wanted to see Eubank in, they don't even exist anymore. And the fact that it's okay in the boxing world for him to, be fighting a welterweight just because of their father's history. It sucks. Again, it's not Crawford moving up to fight Canelo. Two over-accomplished fighters daring to be great. This is more like a cash grab. It's a cash grab. It's like, bro, we can do this. We need to do this. So let's do this because our fathers did this and there's money there. But phone lines are open if you guys want to call in. Now, according to, pull up this article, according to the New York Times, and this is all according to the New York Times and their sources, Saudi Arabia and Dazn did refuse to comment. But again, this has nothing to do with Turki Alalshikh. This is Saudi Arabia's investment in sports, and this is under the Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman and his rise to power. According to this article, he had been the one that wanted to start to diversify their portfolio and move away from just oil and started to get involved in sports. So, according to the New York Times, the deal, which will lead Saudi Arabia through a unit of its sovereign wealth fund to spend more than $1 billion, has been under discussion for at least a year, according to 3 people, as the cash hemorrhaging business and the Saudis forge a closer link. Now, obviously, they're saying DAZN was hemorrhaging money, which is true, but they were also investing. It wasn't like they were just throwing money away. They were buying companies and acquiring multiple different rights to sports, specifically soccer, right? They got a hold on soccer. But ultimately, this is a good thing for DAZN and for us boxing fans, because DAZN was being floated by its owner. He was doing this out of pocket. So, to get a investor that is truly invested in not only the sport by way of Alalshikh, but in the backbone of Dazn financially, is a blessing for them. And if you go and read the article, they make it clear that Saudi's not interested in profiting. They're interested in visibility. So, according to the article, Saudi Arabia just wants to show free Saudi Arabia content on DAZN. Not just, that's poor choice of words, but, obviously one of the major things that they want to accomplish with this deal is to be showing free content from Saudi Arabia. So I guess it's like to get us to like the country, want to visit the country. I don't know. But it's certainly more about visibility than making money for them, which is good for DAZN because they just have a financial investor that isn't worried about ROI. But this is what we are discussing, two-part show. Probably not the sexiest topic for us Americans, but, it's a global sport. And these guys' father were certainly, big figures in this sport. And Conor Benn and Eubank both have good personalities. So I think that this will sell. It's obviously going to be a lot bigger in the UK, but it'll spill over to America, and some of us will definitely watch it. We got One Way Renzo, $2. Pressers will sell Eubank versus Ben. And I believe that as well. I don't know how many Americans are going to buy into it, but for sure, both of these guys are outspoken and, know how to sell a fight. And there's genuine bad blood, right? So hopefully everything goes well and we get a good build-up and a good fight. And it's a pretty even fight. I mean, obviously, given the fact that Eubank was beat by Liam, slightly smaller man, a lot of people feel that the elbow came into play there. And, Eubank did get the win back in the rematch, but it's still a smaller man that gave him some trouble, which gives Ben that hope. I feel like Eubank is the favorite. He's taller, longer, naturally bigger, and he's not a half-bad boxer. We don't know who he's going to have in his corner, as he's always all over the place with that, right? Like, sometimes he's with Roy. Sometimes it's been a long time since he's been with his dad, but he's with that older white guy once in a blue. And most recently, he was training with Bomac and Crawford's team. So hopefully he goes back to Bomac and Crawford's team where he did look his best and continues to grow under their tutelage, because he's probably going to need it. Ben is going to bring a lot of pressure. He's the younger, I feel like more hot-headed one, maybe, So I feel like he might throw game plan out the window and stick to just being in front of Eubank's face. I got Leonard Sterling with the 5-pounder. He says, you see Turkey, 16-man ringless to make fights? Ben Eubank, first fight officially done. You see Isak, Cruz, PBC on the list? Good on Sean. Get his man a payday. And he means Sean Gibbons, the manager of Isak. I think we're going to get Isak Teofimo Lopez. The only way we get Tio Devin is if Ryan doesn't agree to Vada. Alalshikh already made it clear he wanted Ryan Devin, which leaves Tio and Isak, which is a fight that Tio always wanted. He talked highly about that fight. He wanted that fight, I think, in L.A. That's the fight that he feels can give him a better fan base. Sorry for the dead air. So, looks like Turkey put out a little trailer. I don't know what this is, so I won't screen share it just yet. And it's 2 minutes and a half long. Robert De Niro, what is this? Brian Costello, what is this? All right, I don't know what that is, but I'll keep an eye on it. Man, Robert De Niro looks old there. Phone lines are open if you want to call in and discuss today's two-part topic. Eubank and Benn, a done deal. Shout out to Turki Alalshikh. And the Saudi Arabian government is investing $1 billion into Dazn, which has nothing to do with Turki Alalshikh. I wonder how AJ and Eddie feel, who have also invested early in Dazn and bought shares. I think it was for the Povetkin fight that it was made public that AJ had bought shares. I wonder how that feels for him. So, I mean, I guess this is another mobster movie. And I guess he's just putting out the trailer on his social media. Can't knock this man, boy. He uses those millions of followers he's got for sure. So this is allegedly inspired by a true story. It's like a mafia movie, a crime boss movie, which is funny that Turki Alalshikh would be posting this, right? Maybe he's invested in this movie too. I mean, again, they're trying to diversify, right? Hey, I don't know. But I got Mozzie on a check-in. What it do? The Alto Knights is the name of the movie. Warner Brothers picture. Let me see if he comes up as an executive producer. Mozzie, you there? Mozzie,
Yo.
we hear you.
All right, word. Yeah, now I'm still trying to get the hang of this. What's the word?
Chilling, man, chilling. Just talking some boxing.
Word. Yeah, man. I wouldn't call I hear you talking about the Ben and the Eubank fight. I wouldn't really call it a cash grab. I mean, it might be a cash grab, but I wouldn't call it that. Them dudes really don't like each other, man. Like, and this been going on for years. I feel like that's a fight that need to happen. I've been wanting to see that fight. I wanted to see that fight a long time ago. So I'm glad, Turki Alalshikh making it happen. Cause you can't even sit them two niggas in the same room with each other. Like it's static, you know what I mean? Like it's real static between them. Every time they close to each other, hands get put on, people get to shoving. It's real dislike between them two. So I'm happy that fight is happening. That it's gonna be big over there, like you said. I don't really care what the fathers did. That shit don't really concern me for real, cause I know them two really don't like each other. So I don't care about the weight difference. We got other fighters jumping around in weight class. At least these two really don't like each other and really about to throw the gloves on and fight each other, So, and then they can go back to their respective.
But that's why it's a
weight.
cash grab to me, because Ben systematically avoided Virgil Ortiz and Eubank, two big fights that were always there for him. I mean, Boots is on his side of the street, so that's a title shot, and he don't want to negotiate with him. He was sending Barrios an offer. This is why it's a cash grab. Same thing for Eubank. The dude ain't fought nobody we asked him to fight. He's 35 years old. We wanted Charlo, he ain't give it to us. We wanted Gennady, he priced himself out. His father was trying to make tickets, so high that Eddie finally just said, we ain't fucking with him, and Kelbrook stepped in. What has he done?
We've been getting a lot of that from everybody, though. And that's why,
Yeah, but that's my
you know,
point.
not
What has he done to deserve a payday, a big fight? He's getting this off the back of his father. So yeah, it's a money grab because they won't fight nobody else until they fight each other for this money.
I feel you. I mean, at least it's happening. You know, I know he didn't give us certain fights. Ben didn't give us fights, and well, nah, I've kind of been dealing with all that, you know, pissing hot shit. So, you know, what I mean, his we ain't been able to see him in the ring too much of any at all. Eubank, you know, he been over there in the UK doing whatever, God knows what. I feel like even if he gave us those fights, you know, it wouldn't even, you know, he not really a draw over here. You know what I mean? Like, so he stays over there where he can make some type of money, I
But
guess. I
he
don't know
would have
why
been
he
a
got those
draw if
fights.
he would have gave us the Gennady fight, win or lose. We would have known more of him. If he would have gave us the Charlo fight, win or lose, we would have known more of him. Like, but I
So,
get you, man.
yeah,
I can't, make you
yeah.
feel the way I feel.
I just like the fight, you know? I just like the fight. Because of the bad blood. I like the fight. I want to see them fight. And then, you know, it'll be done with after that. Turki Alalshikh is making it to the point where, you know, everybody, the shit that we've been suffering from, the shit that we've been deprived from, all that about to stop. That's about to stop, especially if he buy them sanctioning bodies. If he buy them sanctioning bodies and get everybody under one belt, it's gonna get real, real serious in this boxing game. You're gonna see a lot of boxers inactive and not and broke because they ain't gonna want to step up to the plate
Hey,
and make these
man.
fights happen.
Hey,
That's
man.
how I
I,
feel it's
I, I
gonna
just
happen.
want them to steal my other idea. I'm going to go ahead and do it one more time because now I physically got a belt here. Go ahead and steal my other idea, right? We gonna keep WBC right here. We could keep that right there. Or we could change that to the ring. We could change that to the ring.
Yeah,
And then we put WBC right here where Ali face at. We put IBF right here. Who this? Sugar Ray. And we can leave Suleiman because he's gonna be loving his dad. So we'll leave Suleiman there, then we'll flip it and we'll put on the other side where we got what's this, Mike? We put IBF right here. We put WBO where who we got there. That's Floyd. And then right here, we got a spot for the IBO too. Come on down, baby. Come on down.
yeah.
All
I
sanctioning
like all
bodies,
that.
one fucking belt, one face, one champion. But it's got to be like that. Ring on the front because they the financiers. You know what I'm saying? Then you just split
Yeah,
it
and
up.
no, for sure. And run me a counter too. Run me a counter too, because that was gonna be what my second call is about, man. Shout out to you and shout out to the boxing voice because I was gonna bring this up as the second part of my call. A lot of these boxing content creators, and you know, I know they be listening. They be listening to the show, and they like to take things that they hear us discuss about on this show and bring them to their platforms, put a little spin on it, and act like you know they coming up with some shit. When I done heard a lot of this shit come from you in the community here in the boxing voice. So shout out to us, cause you know the things that we talk about are making the rounds. And like I said, these other creators is going around, you know what I mean, and trying to put their spin on it. I seen somebody like we was definitely the first community. You was coming in saying, you know, how you didn't like the pricing of the pay-per-views and you know what they felt, what these companies felt like pay-per-view was and is not. And you know, once you started bumping that and pushing that for months, you know, I started to see shit across my, you know, my algorithm on X and all these other websites and shit of, you know, people talking about the same thing. And Boxing Voice was the first place I heard. Now, all of a sudden, we getting different pay-per-view prices. I ain't never seen so many different pay-per-view prices. Pay-per-view prices was one price. It didn't matter whether it was coming from the Zone, PBC, Top Rank, all that shit was the same fucking price. Now we getting $20 pay-per-views, $15 pay-per-views. And I feel like, you know, you jumped off a lot of that and, you know, the community. So shout out to the community. Shout out to you. Um, and I heard another content creator bring up the buying all the sanctioning bodies. I'm not giving out no free promo. I'm not gonna say, you know, who it was, but you know what I mean? Yesterday I noticed a post of somebody saying that you know, once everything go to one belt and once all these sanctioning bodies get, I ain't gonna say nothing, but just watch. Like they was breaking something. I'm like, yo, we've been talking about that shit on the boxing voice for a year. What you mean? You know what I mean? But you know, it is what it is, man. Shout out to the boxing voice, man. We need more recognition for what's getting broke over here. You feel me? more the ideas is coming from over here, and these content creators know, and I know they listening because they always listening. They not tapping and calling in. They just listening and stealing swag for they shit. So shout out to you, man. We gotta drop the I ain't heard the theme song in a minute too. We gotta play the theme song, bro.
Which
Gotta
one?
play the theme
I've been
song.
playing it
The,
every day
the
then.
original. Lucky Nine Ways?
Yeah, I play every day now. I play
I
that
gotta
one right before I play Stainless's version.
okay, yeah, I gotta hear that. I be in the gym hat, you know what I mean? So I'm in the gym now. So, you know what I mean? I'm about to get back to it. But yeah, man, play that one time for me, man. I'm about to get back into these push-ups and shit. And yeah, I'm gonna send you a counter for that extra time.
All right, champ. Yeah, nah,
For
man.
sure.
The sanctioning bodies uniting like Voltron, man. We've been saying that shit forever. I don't give a fuck who get the credit. Just make it happen. Because that's really the headache, you know.
No, we need the credit. Fuck that.
I mean,
Fuck
I hear
that.
you. I hear
Boxing
you.
boys need the credit, bro. Because that's how you grow. You
For
feel me? We
sure.
got it ain't no reason to why, I ain't hating on nobody, but you supposed to be at these events. You supposed to be getting called out, flew out to these events. You know what I mean? This is
Yeah.
where all the ideas and shit is coming from. I
Yeah.
don't know how they not seeing. I don't know how they not seeing this. I don't know how
Now
niggas is listening, but they not knowing the source. We the
I'm
source.
I'm certainly blacklisted. I see that now because they did a whole nother group of reporters for PBC. And this one was like the breakdown of Stephen Fulton and Brandon Figueroa. I'm like, damn, they ain't hit me for that either. Nah, somebody ain't fuck
Yeah.
with me. Somebody ain't fucking with me. That's what that's
But
about.
that's what I'm saying. It's not right. I'm not understanding that. Like I'm not understanding that. And I only been a part of the community for like a year and some change. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Like I wasn't even like everything that I've been learning, everything that I've been seeing has been from here. You know what I mean? So it's like I listen to other people's shit and I just can't even because they goofy. You know what I mean? Like it's too much goofiness. I need that real information. You know what I'm saying? Like every time I heard something break here, it's like the shit ended up happening. We know about fights before they happen and months ahead of time before the announcements. Like my friends is like, yo, you hear about da 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 happening? Like my man just hit me up yesterday, like, yo, Crawford and Bud fighting. I'm like, yo, this shit been in the talks for months and months, man. Like, you know what I mean? You're not telling me nothing that I don't already know. You feel me? That shit just feel good being able to say shit like that because I'm tapped in on the boxing voice. You feel me? That's where I get all my news from. So, feel me? That's why I'm here every day. You feel me? And I feel like you definitely deserve the recognition. They know, oh, I don't care who get the credit. And nah, you gotta we need some credit over here. That blacklist shit is whack. We need that credit.
Yeah, man. We gonna have to crash the party, like Buzz said. We're gonna have to crash the party, man. We got the invite from Derek Chisora. We're gonna have to crash the party on some on Derek's fight and force him to fuck with us. Look, Rob was telling me I should go for this fight. Me and Tone. He said me and Tone should go for this fight for the Eubank. Um, Ben, but that's what I'm saying. I needed to be some genuine shit. I'm not really big on this fight, bro. This is not one for me. I'm gonna watch it. I'm sure, as the build-up starts, Eubank and Ben are gonna draw me in because I'm a dude that loves some trash talk. And Ben has always impressed me, man. Specifically, the fact that he speaks such fluent Spanish. I think that's just amazing. Um, he was able to talk shit to Samuel Vargas in Spanish. I love what he do. He says some shit to Barrios. And that was funny because people like, man, Barrios probably don't even understand him. Because Barrios more Mexican American than anything. So yeah, man. I just wanted to be a fight I care about. Always wanted that. Like, look, I went over there for AJ and Franklin. Bruh, I was not happy. I was not happy. For one, they weather sucks. It's always gloomy. I never seen the sun in the UK, bro. It's like the sun don't fuck with them. So that's one thing. The weather's bad, you know. And it got to be a fight that I'm gonna care about, bro. I hate traveling. I don't give a fuck if it's a 2-hour flight. I hate traveling. It's just the hassle. So like to do all that shit for something I don't even care about, can't fuck with it, man. But what up, King of Essex? He might care about it.
You know, as I've listened to you, Ness, you know, detract from the mighty, mighty kingdom of the United Kingdom, England. All right. Yeah, the weather's crummy. I can't even dress it up. The weather's crummy. It's more or less between spring and fall, 3/4 of the year, plus winter. It affects your depression, you know what I mean? Your mood, all that gray
For
out
real.
there. You know, I guess you do get to dress a bit snazzy. Anybody's that into pea coats and 3/4 length and shit like that, you get to dress up a little bit, get bespoke. But yeah, if the fight's big enough, Eubank, I guess that's a fight that's big enough to get you out there. Eubank and Benn, no? Because that's big enough for me.
Again, Rob is saying all the right things. Look, the fight is big enough. Turki Alalshikh will be there. That's all true, but this ain't my fight. Like, I know they're gonna sell me because I'm a Eubank fan. I'm a Ben fan because they talk shit. Because you know how Ben acts. I like both of them. I like both of them. So they're gonna sell me, but it's not Eubank Charlo, and it's not Ennis Ben. You know what I'm saying? It's not that. This is their rivalry, and to me, I feel kind of like I feel like I'm smarter than what they're trying to sell me. Right? It's like, bro, neither one of you are a world champ. Like, your father was a world champ when he fought the other guy's father. Like, y'all just trying to get a money grab. Y'all living off your father's history. Neither one have done nothing. Like, what has they done? We've been waiting for Ben to fight Virgil. Then we waited for him to fight Ennis. Now we begging him to just fight Barrios, who moved up from 26, my dude. Like, they ain't doing nothing. We begged Eubank to fight Gennady. We wanted him to fight Charlo. Like, they not doing nothing. You know, the fact that this is a big fight, it just shows how fucked up this sport is, because it's like two dudes that never did nothing is a big fight because of what their father did.
Well, let me try to find some objectivity in this. You know, I want to ask Rob, and I'm sure he'll let us know. One of my UK constituents let us. April, the best season. April is probably as close to summer as it might get. All right. So if in fact that's the case, we're talking ideal weather. So if the concern is, y'all want to go out there because it's crummy, all right, hopefully we'll tick one box, right? The other thing is this fight holds so much history in television and in boxing. I believe the number was 34 million, if not more, 34 million tuned in to I believe it was whatever the Sky Sports back then, to watch that fight. So the cultural, historical, sport significance, I mean, it's a big fight. I think it was in 1994. So a lot of people were even alive to remember how much their parents or their relatives were invested in it. Yes, neither of these guys hold any titles. I get that. But is this an opportunity for people to become ingratiated in the UK culture? Like, is this an opportunity to go out there and to be in the crowds and get your bump on a Sweet Caroline and have some bangers and mash, see where to get the best British breakfast? Is this that opportunity, similar to how people have that chance to go to Vegas and experience a fight city? Could it be sold and packaged that way? I think so.
Again, I don't think so. I don't know any Americans that's about to hit me up and hit you up like, yo, let's do a guy's trip to the UK for Ben Eubank.
Hold on. I mean, I cut you off, but we know cats in this community that have gone to Japan to see Inoue. You don't think somebody wants to...
Inoue, two-time undisputed, multiple-time unified. Inoue.
I bet you if we took him down to Mott Street in Chinatown, New York, nobody would know who the fuck he is.
But boxing fans know him. But boxing fans know him. And boxing fans also know that Eubank and Ben ain't done nothing. No disrespect to them. None. But
I'm gonna disagree with you.
You feel me? I mean, okay, what have they done?
No. They haven't done anything. I ain't get myself caught up in that shit. But what I'm saying is this is an opportunity for people to go and want to experience the UK. this is it. This is a fight with enough name value. Hopefully the weather's
I
good.
gotta see what the undercard look like. His words, Turki Alalshikh's words are that he's gonna make the undercard tough. So we'll see. I hope it's not just tough, UK tough. Give an American a reason to go over there. Stop blackballing me for telling the truth, too. This is some bullshit. You know, because you like this fight and I don't like this fight and I'm telling the truth. I'm some sort of hater. You know, that's probably what's going on. Oh, this guy only likes to be negative. No, I am telling my audience the truth. Chris Eubank Jr. never won a world title outside of the IBO. And whatever version of the WBA we can Google that he had that wasn't the major one. And same thing goes for Ben. Both of them have had fighters in their division that we wanted them to fight. Ben got more fucking energy for Gervonta Tank Davis, who's 2 divisions below, than he do for Boots Ennis, who's on the same promotional outfit and the same broadcasting network. And this is the pass that he gets. You ain't got to fight Boots for your first world title shot ever. We want to see you fight your dad's rival and his son in Eubank. Like, it makes absolutely no sense. Meanwhile, Canelo got to fight David Benavidez. He got to rematch Bivol. And if Better Beef beat Bivol, he got to fight Better Beef. Like, if we just preached equality and we treated each fighter the same way we treat each fighter, it'd be a better motherfucking place.
So we're just leaving out this whole concept because I've heard you use this phrase, you know, and I wish I could remember for the exact fight, but we just can't have a fun fight. Like, we just can't have a fun fight, crowd-friendly fight.
Absolutely, but keep in mind, you the king of Essex, right? So what's the conversion? This is 1999 British pounds. So Americans are gonna pay $25, $30 for this. $25, $30. This should be part of the subscription. This is the Dazn pay-per-view for starters. So now we going back and we're regressing the sport because we keep giving dudes that never were world champion pay-per-view fights. Global and international pay-per-view fights. Come on, man. You fucking shit up. You're fucking up the market.
You're not even giving them a chance to fatten up the undercard. Let him fatten up the undercard. Because what we got, put it like this: what we got for Usyk Fury, like, bruh, $25 just for a fun, animus built fight. Okay, that's not too bad.
But we weren't happy, bro. Usyk Fury. I wasn't happy to pay $40 for that. I was supposed to get Sergey Boyachek versus Madrimov. You pulled that. So now you're getting $40 for the main event. Because everybody on undercard, I wasn't interested in. I wasn't interested in none of them dudes on the undercard and none of them one-sided fights. And that shit was UK heavy, top to bottom. They got to start being equal.
Speaking of which, if they want to start being equal, they got to have a title, a championship women's fight on that card, man. Why not use this opportunity to bring Caroline Dubois, who absolutely almost damn near murdered Jessica Camara, save for that technical draw. So Daniel's already familiar with the landscape that is Riyadh season. This will be a great opportunity to make a mega fight, Caroline Dubois versus Alicia Baumgartner, and you put that on there. Now we're talking a great fight in April, right? That's enough time, right? Titles on the line. Equality, you said.
I mean, I don't see how Americans about to pack their bags and go to the gloomy UK because Caroline Dubois on the undercard. You be out of control with your shit, man.
I didn't say go to the UK. I said the undercard.
This where that fight happened at. The fight in the UK.
Saying, I'm talking about building an undercard, bro.
Now, look. I know it ain't going to be none of these fights or fighters, but I hope it's some of these fighters. You know, according to the Ring Magazine, they say they can exclusively reveal that Turki Alalshikh is currently in advanced negotiations to finalize deals for the upcoming fights with all these names. Conor Benn and Chris Eubank are right here, which means they did that already. which means can some of these names land on the Conor Benn undercard? If that is the case, then yes, this becomes worth American boxing fans money. We know Canelo's not going to be an undercard to Chris Eubank and Ben. Neither is AJ. Neither is Crawford. Neither is Inoue. Neither is Ryan and Devin. Maybe Shakur? Maybe
yes,
Shakur
because
gets
it's
another
international.
fight?
I think that's a pass.
Maybe Shakur gets another fight with Riyadh season on the undercard of Ben. Is that even possible? When Shakur fighting Schofield? Because this is an April fight. It's not possible. It's not possible, right? Shakur's fighting what? February 22nd? So this is an April fight. Shakur can't even be on the undercard. Tio. Would Tio go on the undercard of Conor Benn? Tio's a former, in his mind, he's former undisputed, two-time lineal. Plus the current WBO champ. Is Tio going on the undercard of Conor and them? Him and Isaac Cruz?
Yes, against Adam Azim.
Wow. So against Adam Azim, not against Isaac Cruz?
I mean, he could do Cruz. I'm not against it. We both using.
Listen. If you use Azim, it makes more sense in the UK because I'm gonna say you can't do Tio and Cruz in the UK. That shit belong in LA.
Yeah.
So I don't see any of these dudes being, truthfully speaking, the rest of the names is Isaac Pitbull Cruz, William Cepeda, Martin McCauley, Anthony Yard, and Adam Azim. Maybe Anthony Yard and Adam Azim will end up on the undercard of Conor Benn and Chris Eubank because they, Anthony Yard just hasn't, you know what I'm saying? He's that dude and we know him, but he's also never won a world title.
But Shakur could get the co-main under the guise of this is his first international fight and they're trying to introduce him to an audience.
But co-main with who? He was always linked to Cepeda.
Well, does that fight have to be a main?
But again, I'm just saying, how you going to do Shakur Cepeda in the UK, bruh?
Okay, yeah, I get what you're saying. No, you're right. I agree.
I don't know, man.
We got to ask Hamed. Hamed is the one responsible for this shit, man.
He ain't even call in. But speaking of callers...
because he too busy hating on TBV. He don't like us blowing a lie and telling truth. You know what I mean? Come on, Hamed.
Nah, I wish Hamed was Turkey. We'd have been in there.
He Turkey.
Ike, 5-pounder. April ain't no better, I mean. We have one weather in the UK. Faced with tears of joy. Maybe July, August might be a little sunny if we're lucky. See what I'm saying? That's a dude out there. He telling you he don't never see the sun. He said, if we lucky. Nah, man. Look at my Floridian sun busting through them clouds. Nah, man. We can't. Nah. Like, I go from Vegas to Florida to DR. Like, we don't play that shit. You Caribbean too. How you allowing this shit?
Bro, I was trying to be. The UK is boxing. Is hand in hand, man. I'm trying to shoot my people some bail. So don't. You know what I mean? You gotta understand what I'm doing.
I like Ford Nick Ball too. I guess that's good. But what weight, right? Ford ain't going back down.
Nah, and Ball ain't moving that belt. There's too much money on the table.
Yeah,
with that belt
Ball
now.
got no reason to move up and fight him. El Tanque, what up?
Yo, what up? Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
El Tanque ain't going to UK.
First off, bro, what kind of individual do you gotta be to have weather affect your mood on the shit you're gonna enjoy? Like, you gotta be 1 week mentally minded motherfucker.
Nah, that's not true. That's not true.
No, it is true.
You're crazy, bro.
It could be 100 degrees. It could be fucking 3 degrees. I'm still gonna do my shit. I don't give a fuck about the weather.
Bro,
I'm gonna enjoy myself, bro.
Look, I'm gonna pause your time. I'm gonna pause your time. Remember, I literally was just in the Dominican Republic 7 days at the resort, and it rained all 7 days. Of course, it can affect your weather. I mean, your mood. What are you talking about? That's natural.
I guess, well, not me. Man, secondly, bro, you guys that want everything, when you get it, and then you gotta pay for everything, you complain about it. Now you want to put everybody under one fucking umbrella with these belts. For what, bro?
So
kind of like the UFC, right?
So that
look, my issue with the UFC, bro, is that when you do that, you don't develop young fighters. Because you step them up immediately, they get the ass beat and they gotta go all the way back down. It's fucking whack. I hate it.
Bro,
Bro, $20
is no fucking
Eubank,
confusion.
Eubank Conor Benn is a lot better than fucking $90 David versus David. I can't fucking complain no more, bro. Like, fuck.
You lying.
I complained when it was 80. I'm complaining when it's 20.
You gonna fucking compare David versus David to Ben and Eubank? What the hell is wrong with you?
Hell yeah. It's $20.
You're crazy, bro.
What do you mean?
Two guys that never won a fucking world title.
This is a domestic fight. This is no different than Canelo Munguia, Canelo fucking Chavez. Nobody asked for those fights.
Fan-friendly rivalry.
It's domestic violence, bro. Let them dudes fight. Let them fight. It's $20, bro. $20 fucking dollars. And get used to it because you're gonna pay for everything now, bro. Everything. Man, we complain about this fight. Man, shit, good luck. We're paying for everything now. It used to be one card, $80. You get some decent shit under it. Now it's every card, $20. Man, you're gonna end up spending even more money at the end of the year. Because every fucking card is pay-per-view. Y'all are crazy, man. I want this, I want that. When you get it.
As long as it's pay-per-view worthy, I ain't got no problem. But when you're doing this as pay-per-view, two dudes that never won a world title as a main event on pay-per-view internationally, you're supposed to have a problem with it. You just a zombie.
But that's what it is now, bro. That's literally what it is. We're paying. This is like paying for your bags in California to stick your groceries in there and take them out. Like, you just gotta fucking do it, bro. That's what it is. I like the fight though, Ness. You know, I don't really care. You know, it's fun. They got bad blood. You know, shit. Fuck it. Let them fight. Let one of them dudes fucking retire. Shit. Eubank, you get your ass beat, you can retire. Conor Benn, you win. You step up and fight Boots, Barrios. I don't really give a damn. It's a fun little scrap, Ness. $20.
He should have been fighting. He should have been fighting Virgil or Boots, man. And this other guy should be fighting Charlo, Lubin. I mean, fuck. At 60, he could be fighting Adames. That's a bigger fight than fucking Hamza Shiraz. Again, they just doing what they doing so they could get that money. Because they know if they fight somebody else and lose, that rivalry, they lost it. They lost that fight. They lost that money. And that's what they've been doing, you know. But phone lines are open. We got Mr. Negativo. Rob sent the picture of the sun, wherever he's at.
In the UK.
Hello, can you hear me?
We hear you.
All right. Good morning, good afternoon to some. Wow, so finally, well, I can't really say finally. This is the second time, actually, that they've made this fight. I don't know if y'all forgot, but this fight was a couple days away from actually happening back in 2022, I believe. And then, you know, they informed us, Conor Benn failed a drug test, right? Mm-hmm. Then with more details, it turns out he didn't fail one drug test. He failed multiple at different times. So this was a fight that they were really pushing to make. They were basically coming off as they were hiding the drug test results to go ahead and push this fight through. Then Conor Benn serves the suspension, comes to the for as long as the fight lasts. But man, he's a little guy. I mean, he's probably 5'8". I mean, kind of similar body type to body size of mine. Like, you know, he's not very what's the word? He doesn't carry much mass on his from what I saw, because I was able to get really close to him, and I was shocked that this is the guy that wanted to move up to 160 to fight Chris Eubank, a gentleman himself that has fought up to 168 pounds. And this is the fight that we want to see? Really? I don't care to see this fight at all. I think it's ridiculous. These are two guys that just seem to refuse to fight the best available fighters that they can. These are guys that have good names. Hence is why they're making the fight between each other, because they know they can make money And it's probably, to be honest, it is the best money they can make facing each other because people know the names. People that are within sports, especially in the UK. I'm sure Ben Eubank was a huge rivalry back in, I think, what was it, the early 90s when they fought each other, late 80s. But I mean, for these two to be matching up when it just doesn't make sense, when Ben could have fought. I mean, Ben right now is with Matchroom, who has Jerome Boots, who has a belt, and they can make that a huge fight. They can move Boots over there to the UK for this fight, and that's a fight I think both countries will be very excited, both sports fans, especially boxing fans. That is a fight that I can go ahead, and I know, man, these are two guys, two classes of style that's going to mix very well and put a hell of a performance. And I could tell my neighbor, I can tell my family members, let's see it. But he just doesn't care to see it. Then he gives us bullshit saying he wants to fight for the WBC belt. But this whole time, he's really still aiming for the Eubank fight. It's all smoke and mirrors. You know what I think he learned it from? I think he learned it from Chris Eubank, who talked about fighting, for titles, acting like it matters to him. And then he goes and he fights, he could have fought, what is it? I believe Charlo, or I think he could, no. He could have fought David Benavidez for the WBC strap, and he chose to fight James DeGale. Oh, it's a money fight. Then he goes over to the America, comes over to the PBC, gets a fight over here, making this going to fight Jamal Charlo, then jets right back over to the UK. Then he's talking about he wants to fight Johnny Beck, saying he really wants to make that fight. Then obviously he goes and gets the Saudi bag, fights the one guy that fought Triple G before that got knocked out and fought Munguia. I don't even remember the guy's name. I think he's like Polish. So now we're getting this fight. It's just pretty obvious. These guys, they're not what you think when you come to these fighters. They don't really care about fighting for belts and whatnot. These guys, especially these two, are perfect examples like guys that fight for money. And that's okay. But just say it. Stop fronting and acting like you really want to be world champion. Because these are guys, if the call is made, the fight most likely is going to get done. So, yeah, I don't really care for it. Will I watch it? Absolutely. Am I going to pay $20+? Absolutely not. Shout out to Two-Tone, man. Fire Stick Boys out that day if it comes to be. But, I mean, have they announced that it's going to be pay-per-view in the U.S.? Or are they just saying it's going to be pay-per-view for 20 pounds in the U.K.?
I mean, they didn't say U.S., but, I mean, he said 20 pounds. You said I'm muted?
Anyway, man, I don't really got nothing else to say, man. Just wanted to get that off, man. Appreciate the time.
How am I muted? What in the world?
No, I don't think he said you were muted.
Well, I mean, you hear me, right?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Okay.
Loud and clear. Okay. I also heard that was Vega, right?
That was Vega.
I heard Vega loud and clear. He had a lot of good points. I was just wondering though, what's wrong? What's wrong with the fight between two fighters and people don't think it's about legacy? Okay, great. Not about title legacy. We know that. And yes, he pointed out many good fights they could have, but there's a legacy between them, whether we, acknowledge it or not. And
it's in their names. Legacy. It's not theirs.
It's the legacy of their namesake.
But namesake. So what? Like, how do we keep trying to compare that fight to this fight when those guys were in different places in their career?
And at least former world champions or they fought for WBO. Something significant on the line.
I'm pretty sure that the clip that Alalshikh posted that I screen shared, Eubank says he's a champion. So he says, I don't hate Nigel. I just became a WBO champion. I don't hate Nigel. So I don't know, man. There's nothing on the line besides the name. And I think that's what's, devaluing the fight, right? It's like you guys are supposed to be here not because of the name. That's
on your own merits.
Yeah, that's supposed to add to this fight. It's like, oh wow, they're following in their father's footsteps, but they're not. They're just trying to replicate that fight.
You know what though? A wise man once said, "Just because you put syrup on shit, don't make it pancakes." And I can't put no more syrup on this fight, But I will say, me personally, I'm gonna watch it. I'm going to find because Conor Benn is such a little twat. You know what I mean? He's such a fucking douchebag.
Wow.
And people think that it's the opposite with Eubank. Eubank isn't any more personable. So they're both kind of, unlikable kind of guys, you know what I'm saying? As far as their character, you know what I'm saying? As far as being like, snarky, as far as being like, some people resent them because of their privileged background. There's a lot of things to go against these guys. But one thing about it is because of all of that, they kind of have to love the fight game. You know what I mean? Like if you want to say, yo, they grew up as privileged kids and they was rich, true. That would mean why then, train and work hard. And I mean, the aspirations definitely should be world titles, but you got to give them some kind of credit that, these motherfuckers could be sitting on their ass doing absolutely nothing. And they're about to get in the ring and do something for a couple people, if not. And the funny thing is, I believe one of them dudes' managers is like the in-law to somebody. I think it's like
Ben is with Keith Conley from America.
Yeah, so I think it's like somehow or another they have a rapport, like somebody's like intermarried or some sort of business deal. So that they're all very familiar.
Eubank's sister is married to the CEO of Matchroom.
Okay, see, there you go.
Frank Smith.
See, something else. It's all sorts of little storylines. Let these guys fight it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, Eubank is being sued by Frank Warren, who's also with Dazn and in lines with Alalshikh. I don't think that any family relationships, had anything to do with this. I just think that this is a fight for the UK with money in the UK, so they're gonna do it. And we just gotta watch it if we want to watch it as an American. Al in the Bay, what up?
Unmute, Al. We can't hear you.
Yo, what's up? Straight from the Bay Area. Yo, man. This is one of those perfect fights where they can give the UK pay-per-views and give us a free fight. Just how sometimes they do for us, where we get the pay-per-view and they get the free fight. This is one of those type of fights where we should just get it free, just because of the description. Because no matter what, it's not for us. We don't get nothing out of it. No matter who they put on the undercard, it's not going to be a bigger name for us to pay for. That's just the bottom line. Because neither one of these are champions, and not even former champions, I think. But yeah. I don't know if you watched that press conference with Bivol and them. But Shakur said exactly what I was thinking. He's gonna try to press the fight. He's gonna try to sit down on his punches, and he's gonna try to bully the young one. You feel me? So that's gonna be interesting. Shakur is gonna try to sit down his punches and try to let his hands go. Do you think that's gonna happen? I think I asked you that question before.
I mean, he certainly has the skill and talent to do so. If we want to be detectives, obviously he posted some bag work with an aqua bag and a heavy bag tied together, and he was certainly working on his inside game. But that doesn't mean he's going to use it on fight night. I mean, it's he's got the experience, but at the end of the day, this fight is still better odds than the Tank Roach fight.
Yeah. I definitely wish Gofa was there, and so he can make it more interesting.
Yeah, that face-off was nasty work. It was Shakur facing off with Eddie instead of Schofield. That was crazy.
Yeah, so hopefully the next one he'll be there to put flame on the fire. I still can't wait for this card. I think it's gonna be a big banger. I think we should be talking about it more and more. Breaking down each fight. The David Benavidez press conference. Do you know when that is? Is there
I
an
mean,
announcement?
it should be next week. That fight is about 11 days out, right, or 18 days out.
Yeah, that's what I would say for Two Tone, man. That's nasty work, man. They should have been promoting that fight this whole month.
They just did something where the
Yeah.
two of them, where allegedly, I ain't watch it. I read the headline where it say something like allegedly Morrell couldn't keep his cool. They just did something together. It was like a virtual face-off with him and Benavidez, kind of like Errol Hawani interview. It was an Errol Hawani interview, and Morrell couldn't keep his cool during that interview. So
I'm gonna have to watch it. Yeah, man, that should be a fight that yeah, should be having people ups in arms about it and ready to watch. Because Morrell is one of those fighters who's supposed to be an up and comer, who's supposed to have all this power, coming against the Mexican monster who he been chasing for years, and he finally gets the fight.
For years, we gonna see is he ready. We gonna see is he ready.
Yeah, so man, so that's what they should have been promoting, man. It should have been. I don't really see any promotion about it. Um, so man, that's my call though, and I think they dropping the ball when promoting the fight. Um, so the David Benavidez fight, they should do better promoting later down the road. Peace.
All right, all right. If you're trying to call in, Discord and X Spaces is available. We got a couple super chats we got to get to. Machine Gun Matt Garcia's $2. So the pay-per-view counter from February to May is now up to 5. Yeah, man. Are you including Earl's March 29th? That Tank said is going to be in a stadium. But yeah, we like what's my man name? Tanke said, man, we're gonna get a lot of shit. We're gonna be paying for a lot of shit. Lord English Gent, 10-pounder. This is the quote unquote family business storyline in the two fights between their fathers. In the first fight, Eubank won, and in the second, it ended in a draw. Ben wants to get revenge. Big fight in the UK. But that's what I'm saying. How can you get revenge for your dad? Like, and it's just revenge for your dad. Like, there's no belt on the line. Like, they should have had. But don't get me wrong. The IBO's on the line, and they about to prop that one up now. They're going to make that one the big one now.
Yo, as they should, because you definitely ride with the IBO. And the other part is too, same way they declared the weather sucks. Yo, the man's telling you it's a big fight. So, you got to understand. The people that are into it, they're not holding it to the Suns as far as what they've done. It's again keeping it at the last name. They're allowing the Suns to represent the fathers and say, yo, all right, it's a Ben versus a Eubank.
Without a belt.
Man, but sometimes you don't even get that. Where do you even get sports at all where two sons?
They don't even care that we know that they've been avoiding everybody.
They know that.
That's
another conversation.
That's what I'm saying. They don't even care. They don't even care that we know. That's what I'm saying. But hey, look, hopefully it's a good fight, fun fight. Hopefully
it is going to be a fun fight, man.
Hopefully, because Ben could end up being too small,
which would make it a fun fight. Because he's going to go for broke, right? We already know that there's a size difference as far as him being the shorter, more, what do you want to say, more grounded fighter, right? Short arms. He's got to get closer and closer distance. Eubank is taller, you know what I'm saying? And not as, bigger, but certainly could probably move a little bit. Ben might be faster, though. Certain things that just might align where it's like, yo, Eubank is going to have to fight a certain style that's more entertaining than he's ever fought because Conor Benn ain't gonna let up on him. That in of itself is a dynamic that could make it exciting. What if Eubank finally turned into Roy Jones? You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a fun fight, man. We've seen Ward and Gaddy and marveled over that, and that's been one of the greatest. Come on, man, allow it, bro.
Was that pay-per-view though?
Nah, I think it was HBO.
Let me see what's the odds for this fight. But if you want to call in, Discord and X Spaces are available for that. Spider Rico, what up? Spider Rico.
Spider Rico, drop a jewel, champ. He might be tied up.
Trying you again.
Grand Rising, God.
Grand Rising, God.
Sorry for the delay. That wasn't me. That was you. You didn't send me the, where I can accept it.
Real quick, the fight for April 26th, if that's the date, they're saying Eubank is a -126, Ben is a +104. That's actually very close odds. I don't think that Ben should be that close. That's wild sauce. Eubank should be more of a favorite. He's a favorite, but it shouldn't be that close. Like +104, they out of control wilding. That's crazy. That's mad tight. But go ahead, Spider.
I really like the Nigel Ben versus Eubanks. I mean, is the size difference bigger than Keem versus CYP? That fight, the man way bigger than the other man. And you talking about these guys? They both ripped up with abs. This is CYP versus Keem. That's a totally different matchup. Y'all talking about body mass and muscle mass, athleticism. Oh, that's all I'll say on that. Turk ain't nothing but a government agent. And y'all could take it for what you want, but that's the truth. That's the facts. A government agent. And when they go to these countries like when they talking about FIFA's already been in trouble for laundering money. Boxing's already been in trouble for laundering money. They go into Saudi Arabia where they make the laws. They determine what's illegal and not legal. It's a lot of money going around. They can't keep up with it. Can't nobody keep up with it. Not even no government, U.S. government, nobody. That's what's happening. And then they say, this fighter gets paid so much money. And then they put it in this book as that. And then they send it to another country. And then the money turned into a different amount of money. So it's really very confusing, But that's the game. The fighters are pure, in their heart. We fight for, they say, things don't matter. Well, when the people go down, when the man go down and he look like you going to feel it too. And that's all it is. So when the man win and we feel proud. That's how, and the sons always like to think, tell Big Bay my daddy will whoop your daddy's ass. Yeah. And my son will whoop your son ass too. That's why I like to kiss Eubanks Jr. The sons fight each other. And I think they should have the two fathers. Who are the two fathers? Teofimo and Haney Sr. They need a fight. Y'all want to make some money? That's the real pay-per-view. The things I want to see, my imagination will be fulfilled. Fulfill my imagination. It's just a bomb from Oregon with love. I'm gone.
Nah, you need to get a fight on this card. Cause you be talking about Big Bay. He talking about Big Bay, my father beat your father. You obsessed with Big Bay, and I love it. That's how you build up a fight. But like, he about to fight. He about to fight another community member, Anthony Forbes from Florida. He about to fight, so you can't just be, still coming off that loss. You need to get a little shakeout in this border wars so that y'all could go straight into that rematch, man. Because that's what it sounds like you want.
That's the
But
fight in him. He can't help himself.
yeah, no, he obsessed with Big Bay. Every time he call in, he talk about Big Bay, so he might as well start lining up that fight. Line up that fight, man. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. And if you've done so already, the subscribe is also there, waiting for you to just, click it so we can get to that next goal of 236,000. Right now, we're at 235,191 and counting. So if you haven't already subscribed, please do so. X Spaces, go ahead and let me get a repost, as it looks like last call for alcohol. This is what happens when you don't talk about Tank and Terrence and a Twitter beef. When you talk about real fights that actually got made, like this got made, it got a date. The investor is telling you what's going to happen. He set the price, and this is what I mean. We care about news more than fights. But
It's crazy.
Yeah, man. Let everybody know where they can find you, champ.
Yo, King Amin of Essex1 on IG and Twitter. Also, championship rounds right here on YouTube. Women's Boxing Wednesday. That episode is coming soon. I know the cycle's a little bit slow, but as I mentioned, man, we got to talk about Turkey ring and the lack of women participation in this whole situation. Damn. Oh, man.
I mean, isn't Scott Nicholson?
She went as Eddie's date, Ness.
Oh, you mean at the ring gala, like the lack of participation?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
so who you felt deserved an award?
I mean, Katie Taylor, Amanda Serrano, right? They deserved the award for Fight of the Year, but they didn't get an invitation, I believe, right?
Were they nominated?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure they got an invitation if they was nominated.
All right, well,
did you reach out? Did you reach out to find out?
Yeah, I from what I hear, I reached out to what's my man, Jordan Maldonado.
Yeah.
I haven't heard anything back.
Oh, I was about to say, because I got Tip Bellis.
Yo.
Yo.
Yeah, man. That's who Scott Nicholson or whoever got an award for what?
Nah, he didn't say that. He said she was there
as Eddie's date, not as an honoree.
You can't confirm or deny that.
No,
allegedly,
them, bro. They
terrible.
would have probably gave her an award anyway for Fight of the Year. We don't even remember one Scott Nicholson fight, man.
I don't remember none.
Yeah, man, ain't nobody calling
in
to
girl,
talk about Chris versus Eubank.
Oh, that's that.
Because this Eubank fight, man, this is just a fight nobody asked for. Nobody cares about this fight. The UK don't even care about this fight. Did that UK caller call in to talk about this? The one who's so supportive of his countrymen?
Nah, no UK callers have called in.
You see, you know what I'm saying? It's just like they talk about Riyadh season gives us the fights we want. Nobody wanted this, man. We want to see Conor Benn take a fight at 47, and he still ain't doing it. All for the past couple of months, all he been saying is Mario Barrios, and here he is fighting Chris Eubank. Man, these dudes are frauds, man. And they just use fighters' names over at the PBC for clickbait. Like this is crazy. He really just pulled a clout chase move, bro. That was the worst clout chase move I've ever seen. Like, how do you keep yelling WBC, here I come, and yet you fighting Chris Eubank at 100 and whatever pounds? Like, this is nasty work, bro. Nasty. It's pathetic, bro, what they do over there. But you know what I'm saying? The people, they gonna tolerate it. They gonna shake their ass for Turk, twerk for Turk. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's what they gonna do. Callers like Hamed, you know what I'm saying? You gonna twerk for Turk, and they gonna settle for the bullshit that they give you. But yeah, man. Did they say anything about an undercard? And what's with this $100 billion investment?
Yeah, Saudi Arabia, not Al-Sheikh. They New York Times is reporting that they've invested over $1 billion and have 10 to 13% stake in the zone now.
Yes, yeah, I get up out of there. When the Saudis really get involved, you got to get up out of there, bro. They tripping.
But Saudis own
They tripping.
hella sports, man. What you mean? Don't they got FIFA from what I read?
You ain't lying. Then they buy that one golf joint, and then that shit ain't talking about no more. Was it
Yeah,
Live?
live.
Yeah, they did Live, right? They was giving all them dudes money, crazy money, and then that shit started to go under too, right? They started
Formula
to tank a
One.
bit, right? Uh, I hear Formula One blew up, but I don't know. I'm just waiting for NASCAR to get back to being NASCAR, man. Honestly. But all right, man, I'm gonna catch y'all.
Peace, Tip.
Salida signed some more girls. Caroline Verrea and Puerto Rican Olympian, what is that? Alician Lozado? You heard of them?
Nah.
I know you heard of Worthington, though.
Yeah, absolutely. Sammy the Heat.
She's also on the undercard. So this fight is
Okay.
on a Sunday?
Yeah.
That's wild.
February 2nd. And you know what? I mean, I didn't figure it doesn't matter.
What?
Nah, it's just, that's why I felt like if Salida or whomever, they could have done a better job of building this fight. You know what I'm saying? They could have had some undercards where you had Sam Worthington and Boss Man Holmes, you know what I mean? And you had Perkins, like
But all
only
those names, what you mean? There's only one of those names not on the card.
no, what I'm saying is they should have had those, like that combination and Perkins included leading up to this.
That
Like
combination.
I'm talking about if you're going to build a fighter.
But Perkins was on her undercard.
She was on one Clarissa Shields undercard. That's low visibility.
Wasn't it the last one though?
The last one. Come on now.
So they did exactly what you asked. They had her on the
No,
last
they
fight
did
for
it. So
build-up.
the first and last tussle, boom. You see a chick walking past you. You gonna say, "Oh, she bad." You got one good look at her. She walked past you. Now you're looking at her backside and you trying to figure out what her face looked like of the chick that walked past you.
But Champ, think about how happy we would be if men's boxing, like if Boots was on the undercard of Benn and Eubank, and he was there to get in the ring. Like, come on, bro. Like, we would be happy about that. So they at least, kind of working in the right direction, in my opinion. I don't know.
All right.
James Benitez.
Yo, Ness, I mean, you hear me?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Man, it seem like you need the regular casual callers to goddamn save the show, man. This shit crazy, man. Hardcore topic like this, I thought everybody in the YouTube chat would be clamoring for this, man. Be picking up their phones, dialing in, trying to see the number of blog talk, all that type of shit, but shout out to them, man. Their voices matter. Their voices matter. This fight right here, I don't like it, but I think most people gonna agree to that. Tip was right. Like, who the fuck wants to see them fight at 170 pounds? Like, and you said the IBO belt's gonna be on the line for this shit, which is also crazy. But shout out to the IBO because I mean they've been invested in TBV for like the longest, so shout out to them. But a fight that I would like to see to probably kind of help fill out this card would be Azim and Dalton Smith. Even though they both are fighting on like the 25th and the 1st of next month. I think neither one of them are in tough enough fights that they can't do a quick turnaround like that for April 26th. Also, I would like to see Moses Atamu and Fabio Wardley. I think that would be another good fight to actually help fill out the card as well, for our UK fans. Other than that, it's a struggle. It's a struggle for real. But $20 is not a bad price. I will not be fire sticking it. I will be buying this fight.
It ain't 20 American though. It ain't 20 American.
I mean, shit. How much can Turkey really believe he's going to charge us for this shit? He can't do no more than $25-$30 for this for us, man. Anything more than that, we fire sticking this shit. I believe it. I mean, that's just how I feel. But other than that, like shit, why like with the Clarissa Shields that's coming up on the first, man, why couldn't she been fighting Rosanna Cox or some shit like that, man? At least a woman that's easier on the eyes, man, than Danielle Perkins. I would actually like to see that brawl. Even though Rosanna Cox ain't got that many fights, it's still unproven, but shit.
$24.54 is the conversion.
Come on. I mean, that's not bad. That's not bad. I'll
So
pay
they
that.
probably rounded off to 25 for us.
Yeah, it's
It's
$24.99.
dispensary.
Yeah, I'll pay that. I'll pay that. But also, what else, man? What else on the news? I don't like the fact that Turkey picked a side. Why is he so heavily invested in Bud Crawford? Like Bud's really about to face his greatest accomplishment at the end of the road and everything, while Tank has a longer.
I think it's perfect though. Bud
Really?
what? Yeah, I mean, I love the storyline, right? Like Bud was uh forced to be on the outside looking in. They hit him with the cross the street shit, and
Right.
all this
But
time, he had this fucking billionaire
but
in his back
yeah.
pocket. I mean, according to Tank, though, Turkey called
hmm
him first.
Of course, I believe that. Don't you believe that?
That's
Like,
what all
who
the
the
jealous
fuck wouldn't
girls
call
say.
Tank first?
I don't know, man. I
Come
don't
on,
know
bro.
that I
Who
believe
the fuck
that.
would? Like, bro, when you think of the biggest names of boxing, you think of Canelo, Tank, and Ryan Garcia, man, before you even get to Bud Crawford. And then you still got Earl ahead of him. He wasn't lying about that. I don't
Yeah,
think any of the tweets
but
that Tank said last night was not.
I just
Turkey
saying, I'm
seems
just
what? He seems biased.
like a genuine boxing fan, like a person that respects and appreciates accomplishments. So I don't know. But
Yeah,
look, that was the
yeah,
bell.
yeah. For sure. Holla at you.
CYP, what up?
Yo, yo.
Yo.
Top of the morning,
Yo, what
sir.
up, I mean? What up, what up, what up? I mean, what up? Hey, man, again, I gotta, I ain't even gonna criticize the boxing fans because I look at boxing like I look at football. If the Dallas Cowboy fans heard that the Green Bay Packers was having a tournament, the niggas wouldn't watch. You know what I'm saying? But they still the biggest fan base in football. Like everybody, boxing fans like the boxers they like, and they may grow to like other boxers because they saw the other boxer box. Maybe, oh shit, who's that? Who's that? Maybe I'll watch him next time. But they whole prerogative is the guy that they like, right? Like you think about the Filipino fans, they was heavy in boxing when Manny Pacquiao was here. I mean, it was big because you had a whole group of people rocking with Manny Pacquiao. Now, was they not real boxing fans because they only rock with Manny? Hell no, that's how boxing is. You know what I'm saying? Like Mike Tyson brought a whole bunch of people into boxing, and then the people he fought, they started to like. They're like, okay, he cool. Oh shit, they think he could be Mike Tyson, but let me start watching him. That's kind of how this shit works. So I ain't mad about how boxing go. You just need more stars. The more stars you get, the bigger boxing gonna be. Because you put one star on once a month, then boxing gonna be cracking once a month. If you start putting dudes that nobody really know and rock with on once a month, we gonna have shows like this. We gonna have views like that. So not pay per view. It's just gonna be what it is. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never mad. So all y'all not interested, I get it. If it was about Tank, about Bud, about Earl, somebody y'all here, because y'all real boxing fans. It's always how boxing fans have been. Talk about the guys that matter, and then sprinkle in the counter bands and the other guys under there, and then you have an event. Don't be trying to headline shows with niggas. Don't nobody like, man. Shit, fuck them, fuck them. All of us ain't gonna watch everything. It's only a few of us, a really, really small minority that watch damn near everything that we can. You know what I'm saying? It's not as many as you think. It's not. It's really, 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 really isn't. I mean, I'm a Steelers fan now, and when the Arizona Cardinals playing, I may not watch. You know what I'm saying? But that don't mean I ain't no boxing fan. Shit, I watched everything else. I just may not watch the Cardinals. I may not watch the Dolphins. If Tyreek Hill ain't playing, I may not. I definitely ain't watching the Patriots. It's just certain things I ain't watching. But I'm damn sure a football fan. We know that. Um, Lastly, I don't. Dude, Vega was right. Conor Benn and Chris Eubank ain't close to the same size, man. Like they ain't. I think I don't know which one it is. Which one is Conor Benn, the one with the fade, right?
Mm-mm.
Oh, that's
That's
Eubank.
Eubank.
Eubank the one.
Eubank got the Caesar. Ben,
Okay,
Ben,
Eubank.
Ben. I don't know what he got now. He had long hair. Okay, yeah, he
He
got a
got
I think
braids.
Caesar too. He got a Caesar too.
he just cut his hair
Oh,
though, but he had the goofy slick back, and then he had the braids, and he had
Right.
a bunch of stuff going
It
on.
was crazy to see
okay.
how like straight his hair was naturally. That
So
shit was wild.
who was the one? So the one talking to Ryan Garcia, that
That's
was
Ben. That's Ben.
yeah. So isn't he the smaller one?
Yes.
Yeah, man. Boy, all right, dare to be great if you want to. I don't know how he managed that 170. I said, y'all negotiated 170? Man, Eubank gonna beat the hell out of you, man. I don't know. I'm watching guys. You know, I like them shit talking boxers. I don't mind it. I like tough guys. I think they both tough, but they tough. They UK tough. UK tough means they'll fight anybody from around that way. But when it come to us, they like, I don't know about them. But they still tough over there. I'm not going to the UK talking no shit to them. But I know they ain't stepping their ass over here with that same energy. So it's all good. But I did like the way he talked to Ryan Garcia. You know what I'm saying? He did show some heart, and Ryan did back down a little bit. But Ryan ain't never been no tough guy. He's just a guy who do a lot of talking when ain't nobody around. Ryan kind of like the back call. Like on the back call, them niggas is Superman back there. You know what I'm saying? But when you try to set something up face to face, them niggas get to making excuses. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna start calling that the Ryan Garcia call. That's how them niggas act back there.
That was the bell player, Himalaya.
Yeah, that's
good.
foul.
I'm gone.
Cito, what up?
Hello?
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
What's good? What's good? God bless you all.
Amen.
How's everybody?
Straight.
Appreciate you,
That's what's
brother.
up.
How's it going?
It's going good. It's going good. Just at work. Had to take my AirPods off so you guys can hear me clearly. Um, yeah, this fight, I don't really know much about Chris Eubank Jr., so I can't really speak on him. But I did see the Conor Benn versus I think his name was Pete Dobbins
Pete
or something like
Dobson.
that from
Dobson.
Pete Dobson.
yeah, yeah.
Shout out to Pete, man.
And
He became a fireman, legit fireman.
Absolutely.
Wish my son do that shit.
well, that's what's up. Take it. Yes, sir. Well, honestly, in that fight, like Conor Benn, he didn't look. I don't know. He didn't look like that. He's ready for that top level yet. And Pete Dunne was like a C fighter, and in that fight, kind of looked like Conor Benn looked like a B minus. That's like honestly, a good fight would be him and Ryan Garcia. And I even got Ryan Garcia beating him, but I'd rather see him and Ryan Garcia. I don't even this Eubank fight. I don't even know much about Eubank Jr., but like I seen Conor Benn's performance. Seen him fight twice. Seen his last fight as well. For 25, I'll possibly buy it. I see some of my family want to see it, friends, but it's not a bad price. I'll watch it for 25. But other than that, yeah, definitely not pay per view. It's more like it's more like a 3 fights before the main fight. But I wouldn't want to see this as a pay per view. And if it's fall through, I wouldn't mind paying the 25, but I wouldn't pay 25 for it. It's an alright fight, in my opinion. That's about it. But appreciate it, Ness. I'll see you guys. Take care. God bless. I'm out.
Man, so many days have gone by, I mean, and I forgot to talk about it. I did put it in the pre-pro. It's official. No boxing fan has called in to talk about it. It's so sad. This is what we do when fighters lose. It's very,
What,
very
Fury's
sad.
retirement?
No, fuck that. I think that's fake. That's just a money ploy, which is crazy. Like at this level, you've done like 4 Alalshikh fights. You still trying to negotiate, like hardball, like the fuck, like dude, never happy, bro. He know we want that AJ fight, and I say we as a general boxing fan, but it's not an American fight. But he knows people want that fight, and he's gonna fake retire to get more money. That's what he's doing. But I'm talking specifically Regis Prograis, Oscar Duarte. I think that's such a good fight. I get it. Regis coming off of 2 back-to-back losses to Catterall and Devin Haney, but it's still a good fight. A good fight for Duarte. See where he's at. Um, Another payday for Regis. Nobody's talked about it. Is Regis that done that they don't care, that they not giving him a shot? I mean, I'm not giving him a shot either. No disrespect to him. I feel like Duarte's power is super duper real, and yeah, maybe Regis gets stopped, but yeah, I mean, what's the perception? Is Regis done in your opinion?
Listen, Regis, yeah, I don't know if he is done, but he certainly seems to be coming apart at the seams. Even as far as his team. With Homeboy, it's just so many things, and things happen with fighters. I'm not saying that that's it, but before that, there was already questions about his footwork and his ability to, box with, guys that have more movement and lateral movement and can, really use the jab. So, I mean, I think when you talk about the field and the championship level, yeah, most people consider him
Yeah,
done.
but Duarte is not a boxer, right? He's not Catterall or Devin. This
Well,
is
so
this is more of a fight that Regis, based off his style, can potentially win. Obviously, he's just kind of, um, fighting uphill because like Duarte's a real puncher, in my opinion.
Yeah, who was his last fight? It was Catterall. That Catterall fight, man. I don't know if that helped or hurt his legacy because, he was able to, in the very early stages of that fight, he was giving Catterall a tough time. But then the momentum kind of shifted, and I just think the way the fight ended, um, Regis was on a downswing, and that might carry into this next fight, or he's going to go in there and say, look, it's 50-50 fight as far as being a puncher. People forgot about me being a puncher, but maybe some of the other things too. Regis kind of teased going into bare knuckle boxing and MMA and all this other shit. So again, you couple that with whatever deficit you think he has. I don't know if people think that he's committed to getting any better or being good enough to really compete. So Duarte fight, seems more like a fun fight, right? So here's another situation. What's at stake? Is there a ranking at stake? Is there an eliminator? Or is it just a fun fight between two punchers?
I mean, I don't know what's at stake, but this is a main event, um, and it's not pay-per-view. This is the zone part of your subscription. So again, you keep trying to like save Eubank and Ben. It's not the same thing. What is wrong with you?
I was just asking a question.
But I get you. Like, this is Duarte rebuilding, but again, it's not pay-per-view.
Yeah,
It's not pay-per-view, and it's not trying to be billed as this legacy fight. This is just Duarte and Regis getting it in, mixing it up.
But this is a do or die fight for Regis, in my opinion, bro. This is do or die for Regis. This is do or die. Even if he looks bad, like if he gets swept, if Duarte washes him, if Duarte knocks him down once and then he sweeps this fight, I think Regis is like, and I get it. Jojo Diaz got a lot of shots for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he was the one taking the pictures of Oscar and his old lady. So, you know what I mean? He was getting mad chances, allegedly. But I don't know if Regis gets, another shot if he doesn't look good against Duarte or, wins. This is it, in my opinion. And then for Duarte, I think, he just doesn't crack the ceiling, and then that makes Regis a gatekeeper in a sense, somebody coming along, do 140, you want to see where he's at, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, take him off how many losses, right? But Regis, okay, he's going to win, a bounce back against Duarte. Boom. So now he's back in the win column, somebody else in 140 could maybe see, maybe Matias, and maybe we finally get Matias and Regis. Should Regis become success? Maybe the winner of this gets Matias, since Matias can't get a fight. Maybe Tio agrees to fight the winner of this one. Who knows?
Yeah, no, I don't think these guys are, invited to the ring gala. But they got to keep working. Duarte
not off the back of Oscar.
No, Duarte is with Oscar. He beats Regis. Potentially future he could be invited to a Riyadh card. Duarte. He's a fun fighter. Him and Isaac Cruz, two Spanish speaking Mexicans. That's a fight. That's two punchers. Duarte probably more of a puncher than Isaac. But, Isak's style, those short hooks might be all the trouble that Duarte needs.
He's another guy, though. His next fight is do or die. Cruz.
He might be fighting if Alalshikh is anything like myself with the list of names that he threw out there, it's got to be Tio and Cruz. It's a fight that's been talked about. It's a fight that Tio want. So I'm sure Tio got in his ear like, look, I really want this Isak Cruz in L.A. Jerry Soriano,
I need this one bad, man.
Lender for life. Bud Crawford is the ambassador of Riyadh boxing. Trophy emoji. Yeah, but again, according to Tank, he got the call first. And Bud is in that position because Tank didn't accept. Now, we don't have any way of proving that. But, don't get mad that I'm saying that. Because you're just super chatting after I've already said that. And it's like, yo, I'm just saying that's what Tank said. He said he got the call first. And then they called him.
Yeah, that's a good point, because some people that just like Tank or they want to disparage Tank, they're going to use that, the relationship or the title that Crawford's been given. But, on the flip side of that, something I think you pointed out, when people with money are aficionados, they don't always like what everyone else likes. So I heard somebody say, yeah, but, Ryan Garcia and this one, he's going to call everybody. Sure, he is. But maybe if he's really a fan, his affection, if you will, as an aficionado, is for an underdog fighter. People have their nuances, you know what I mean? So it could have been very easily, he say, you know what, let me reach out to Terrence Crawford. Let me reach out to the guy that doesn't seem to be getting a shake. And, let me see what the situation. We don't know. But if you reach out to Tank, what would be wrong with that? Because it's about who's doing business now. It doesn't matter who had her first. It's about who's rolling with her now.
Word. And I mean, I don't get Tank. What does it matter that they called you if you didn't pursue?
There you go. You took out on a date, but you ain't hit it. You ain't getting no back from her. You
But
ain't
shout
cracked,
out,
whatever,
but shout
whatever you
out
want to
to
call it.
Tank. Shout out to Tank. Because you reference women in that analogy, and I read a tweet of his, and he was telling some girl that he wouldn't touch her because she got an OnlyFans. So he got standards.
Nah, that's a fact.
So does that fit for you? Would you?
As a standard, as far as not being willing to, and again, so let's lose that same thing. Having an OnlyFans, it's like having that private view, right? Somebody's seen her goodies if they paid for it. So
Yeah.
Turkey has got his OnlyFans, as Tank said, bringing people to fight in the living room for 19 people. Does that feel like OnlyFans? Is that the kind of chick? Can you stomach a chick with that sort of? If that's how she getting her bread, it's up to you. For me, again, I don't look at it as degrading as that, because I'm more on the other side. Is, hey, these guys that might have challenged themselves. Tank also said that's like going to get beat. So that's maybe a girl, maybe she had standards and you didn't want to pull your pants up. Maybe you didn't want to, dress decent when it was time. You wanted to sit in the house and play PlayStation online. You didn't want to go out with your girl. Maybe she had standards that you couldn't keep up with, because some of these guys on Riyadh is stepping up. They pulling their pants up. They dressing a little bit more cleaner. They're spending more time with their old lady instead of stuck in the house or being hanging out with their homeboy. You know what I mean? So maybe it's the other way around.
I got Hawk Maryland. What up?
Unmute, Hawk. That guy's getting him.
Hawk, you gotta unmute.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
There you go.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Oh, shoot. My bad, man. I was on the other line and the drone kicked in.
TBV, what's up next? So you got King in there with you?
You know it.
Yes, sir.
All right, what up, King? What up, King? Let me see. We was talking about the Regis fight. I think that's a fun fight. They're both gonna come forward, right? The last thing to go with Regis, the last thing to go with most boxers is power. So Regis probably still got that in the back pocket. So it's gonna be a banger. With the Chris Eubank and that fight, what weight class they gonna be at?
Last time was 159, so 160. I'm hoping that's what they're gonna do again. Or was it 157? I think it was a catchweight too, 157.
Yeah, it might have been 157 last time.
Okay. Wow. I'm a more of a Chris Eubank fan, but Conor Benn's style and Chris Eubank's balance, I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to go with Ben for the win. I just I'm more of a Chris Eubank fan, but I think when he won it, hello?
It's 160 now, according to Vega. It was 157. But you getting calls. We're going to go ahead and keep it moving. Come on back when you're ready. Jorge, Mexico, what up?
Hello?
Yep.
Oh yeah. What up? How's it going, man?
Street.
How was the DR, man? I
Oh,
haven't
man.
been able to talk to you since then.
Can't complain, man. Is somewhere I would like to live for 3 to 6 months out the year.
Honestly, it does look great. I had never seen the DR,
Oh,
but
wow.
it's similar to a lot
Mexico.
of places here in Mexico. Yeah,
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I've
it's the
been to
same
Mexico,
living.
so it's a lot of similarities, even in the
Everything.
construction, for sure.
Exactly. Yeah, it does look like Mexico. I mean, if you said you were in Mexico, I'd fucking believe you, man. Anyways, about the topic, Eubank, Ben. I think Ben is. He sort of acts like Conor McGregor for some reason. I just feel like he's like that. He's annoying. I don't know. I don't like him. But and I think Eubank's gonna take this one. Regis, who's he fighting? Catterall or Duarte?
Oscar Duarte.
Oh man, didn't Duarte fight with
Jojo.
Ryan Garcia?
Yep. And Jojo.
And Ryan. Oh, okay.
Ryan
All right.
beat him.
Well,
Ryan knocked him out, and he knocked out Jojo.
yeah. JoJo's just been going through a lot of shit, and Duarte. I don't know. I think that one. Um, Regis is gonna get that one. I think he's gonna get. It's just his type of fight, brawler. Duarte is a good puncher, but I don't know. What else? What else? I think the Arabian dudes are gonna take over boxing, and it's cool because it's all worldwide now. It's not just America, you know. Now it's just everywhere, and there's so many boxers that we didn't know as uh, hardcore casual, I guess. And now that there's just gonna be boxing everywhere, so that's cool. Anyways, that's it, man. That's all I wanted to say. I want to give a big shout out to everyone in the panel, and peace.
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 We got Joe Pilot de lo mío. What up?
Joe Pilot.
Leonard Sterling with the 5-pounder says, when Hannah Gabriel's coming on, she returned at 166, wondering if she's in the running for the Cruz fight. Cox a prospect. Shields easily beats her. Well, since I seen your message, I reached out to Hannah yet again to see what's up. I got to remember her trainer's name so that he can do it, or hit her up on her WhatsApp. Probably should hit her up on her WhatsApp. Jerry Soriano, $2. After TBV interview, he's been crashing out hard. Skull emoji. Yeah, man. I hope Tio's doing okay. He seemed okay with Turkey and with Canelo taking pictures and shit like that. You know, Canelo uh invited him to sit next to him and they took a pic. So
Is he the new Tyson Fury? That sort of unhinged character playing the Joker?
he could be. He could be. I think he turns it on and off though. Like he said, man, he's entertaining. Ike, 2 pound the nest. Duarte fought at Riyadh Latino card. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I forgot about that. That's when he was supposed to fight Kenneth Sims, right? That fight didn't happen though. I was gonna Google Oscar Duarte and see what fight am I missing because I feel like he had one more outside of the JoJo fight. Oh yeah, he did. Akhmadov. Isn't that the same dude that Barrios fought?
I think so.
I'll double check. In the meantime, I guess we lost Joe Pilot. Where you at? Laugh out loud pillow.
Yo,
What up?
yo, so check this out. So this is what I don't like about the Crawford fans, man. I miss the old Crawford fans before the Spence fight when they was just about boxing. Like Crawford fans used to be like, we know he's not popular, we know he's not a draw, but he fights his ass off, and that's why we like him. And I miss those fans because now they acting like they switched up, and now they like clout goblins and shit. Like they act like Tank fans now, and it just don't work out because it's not the same. Like even what Amin was just saying about the girl analogy, because Crawford was not the first choice, uh, which is not a bad thing. I think
Yeah, but
Turkey wanted Wilder.
we don't know if that's true.
But yeah, but just look at the scenario that took place. I'm finna say because he first he wanted Wilder, right? He lost. He wanted AJ too. He lost. Um, I guess he wanted Tank. He wanted Bugatti. I guess he wanted Canelo. He wanted Al Heyman. So who was last, right? Who was left? Okay, Crawford was left, which worked out in his favor, right? But imagine your
Yeah,
girl
but
come to
but
me.
but
She
but
say, "I
but
want."
you making the story up in your head the way you want it to be. Remember that the story goes Crawford had Turki Alalshikh all that time he was trying to make the Earl fight. When people thought he had a hedge fund and all that, he had Alalshikh. That's the
So think
point.
about it like
That's
this.
in hindsight.
Shorty,
That's
hold on,
hindsight,
hold on, real
though.
quick. So hold on, we're gonna give you time. Hold on. So Shorty was hollering at she was been hollering at me. I just didn't take her seriously because I told her I got something going on.
Well,
So
no,
I was
no,
cool with what
no.
she was doing.
She ain't even. It ain't even go down like that. He tried to introduce Turkey to Al, and Al said, "I'm not giving this fight to nobody." Remember, y'all forget this.
See, even better. But you got your time, champ.
Which
Go ahead.
Al, why
And we
would
talking
Al
about the
give that? Go
Earl,
ahead and
and
just
we
give
talking
that
about
fight
the
to
Earl
Turkey.
fight. We talking about the Earl fight. Remember that Crawford came to the table, said, "I got my own investors is willing to do
They
this
didn't
fight."
believe him. Nobody believed him.
Yeah, because at that time Turkey wasn't even a player. That was
But
just a
that's the
out of
point.
pocket
That's
left
the
field.
point. That's the
It-
point.
that-
Crawford is insinuating that he always had Turkey in the back.
which I don't believe. I don't believe that.
You don't want to believe because
I mean, maybe he had
you
how you
rather
know?
believe that he wanted Tank
Okay,
over Crawford. That's why.
no, but check this out. How you know the investor wasn't Black Prime at that time who wanted to do the Earl fight? Who wanted to? How you know that wasn't Black Prime?
Because
You see what I'm saying? How you know that was Turkey?
I
Turkey was.
I'm sorry.
You're telling me that Crawford had ties back to Saudi Arabia at that time? Come on now.
Bruh,
You don't
you
believe that
forget.
because he from Omaha?
Nah, and he forget about the news of Crawford Pacquiao Qatar. Like Crawford always been linked to the Middle East, Holmes. And don't forget about his other Lincoln. uh Keenahan. Wasn't there like a split kind of something going on over there too? Or
Yeah.
am I wrong? Am I wrong? Don't let me be wrong.
Nah, it was what was that Probellum? The Probellum thing?
I don't know. Wasn't Crawford linked to MTK at all, or am I fucking up?
I,
All
I'm
right,
not sure.
well, ignore that
I
then. Ignore that. Maybe I'm wrong
yeah.
on that, but I know Vega will clean that up and let me know. But I just feel like he's always been attached to money, you know. The Black Prom thing was just another show of strength. Burrow City E, what up?
Yo,
Yo.
yo, what's going on, fellas? First, I gotta say something.
What's
I
that?
ain't like, boy, we gonna fall out, man. You don't let them niggas, you don't let them country niggas on that back call get to you. Now you did something you ain't never did before.
What are you talking about?
Yesterday for you in the show, you said, in Borough City E, you owe me 5. I said, boy, I know that she ain't did that.
What you mean? You did. You had 2 counters. You sent 1.
Oh, I sent 1?
Yeah.
That's what you were saying. Oh, my bad. So I owe you another 5.
Yeah.
Oh, my
It's
bad,
all
man. I thought
good.
I had my first free call and had 1 counter. My bad. I owe you 5, then. My bad. That's on me. But no, I'm gonna send that right now. But to the topic, though. To the topic. Yeah, I think Eubank about to beat Ben pretty easy, bro. I don't think it's gonna be that hard a fight. I think he'll get on the jab. Let Ben tire himself out after them first 5, 6 rounds. When Ben slow down, Ben go get picked apart. Ben go get picked apart. I mean, we saw Pete Dobson landing on the man, keeping him at bay. Now, what do you expect the heavier, more powerful Eubank to do? Eubank could stop him. I ain't gonna call for stoppage. I think Eubank might stop him. You know what I mean? About for damn sure got him picking them apart kind of easy. I think it's probably be 8-4, 9-3 kind of. Oh,
Remember,
yo,
Liam Smith. Liam Smith knocked out Eubank though.
yeah, but I ain't know the man. The man, I ain't know. He came back and he beat the shit out of what they call him. What's his nickname? Beefy. He came
Beefy.
back and beat the shit out of Beefy the next fight, man. And you could tell if they was to do it again, he'd do it again. That like it was more of a shock. I don't know. Maybe Eubank mind wasn't in it.
Excuse me.
I think Beefy probably got in his head because he was insinuating he was gay and all type of shit. Yeah, I mean, I think Eubank, that shit probably got in his head, probably threw him off his game a little bit. He ain't fought this fight, but he came back, trained with Bo Mack and Terrence them, and he beat the shit out that man. So I'm gonna give him a little grace on that, even though he did lose by knockout. Ben technique ain't as good as my man either. I don't think Ben technique is as good. Everything you can kind of see everything Ben throw coming from a mile away. He telegraph punches with a lot of his movements because everything he throw, he try to throw with so much power on it. And you know what I mean? I think after about 5 rounds, 6 rounds of that nonsense, he'll be done slow down something. That's when you'll see Eubank separate from him. That's when you'll see Eubank separate from him and start to break him down some. So that's my opinion. It might don't go like that, but that's what I think gonna happen. What was that other fight y'all was talking about? Regis and
Duarte.
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 I, I feel bad for Regis, man, cause my boy on his way out, man. My boy on his way out, bro. I think
He getting that bag
this
on the
his
way
last.
out.
Huh?
He getting that bag on the way out.
Oh, respectfully, and he doing it the right way. Like he ain't. He, I'll go again, and I've seen that other 5 too, but he doing it the right way though. He doing it the right way. You gotta respect a man willing to go out on the shield. Like I know he ain't like Duarte some real dangerous fighter or nothing like that. But the man got knockout power. He is aggressive. You know what I mean? He is gonna come forward, and after his chin done been tested like this over the past few fights. Like he got knocked down against Zorilla, he got knocked down against Devin. You getting stopped now. Like what I mean, like this shit is happening. He on the downside, and he's still willing to go out there against aggressive puncher. You gotta give him respect for that. I mean, respect as a man for that. But I think he getting stopped this fight here. I hope it ain't a bad stoppage. I hope he gets stopped on his feet. but I think he can stop this fight here. And Ness, you made a point earlier. I was trying to get in. I should have counted in earlier. I just shot you that 10. I should have counted in earlier when you said it, but you said something earlier. Who gives a damn if Turkey reached out to Tank first? What does that mean if he didn't use the opportunity? Who gives a damn? Well, yeah. Well, the little chick hollered at me first. You had hit? Nah, I ain't hit though. The fuck, man? You know what I mean? Don't come out your mouth sideways now, cause little shorty looking bad on my shoulder. You know what I mean? Don't start hating now. You ain't wanted it. She done hit the gym, got her shit together, and now we out here shining and painting the town red, and now you coming out of left field, running your mouth on Twitter per usual. Undisputed Twitter finger champion of the world. Like, you know what I mean? That's just being real. Like, I think what you gotta do for this nigga Tank, bro, we gotta start letting them just go. We gotta start just letting them fade off into the black, bro. Or like you got to just stop talking about it. And I know it's hard to do because the nigga's so popular. He a rock star. He a knockout artist. You got to let a nigga like that, they fade the black and show him the game. The show going to go on without him. Because he think he's starting to really believe he is the show of boxing. You're not. You're not. You part of it. You a big part of it. You a lead character in it. But the show is the show. The NFL move on from all the big name players, no matter who it is. They move on. The NBA moves on. It moved on from Michael Jordan, nigga. The music industry moved on from Michael Jackson, nigga. You ain't that. You something hot for the moment. Like popcorn. You got your time and then it's over. That's my call, man.
Yo, bro, City E.
Yes, sir.
You owe me 5. No, I'm just kidding. Peace, brother.
Hey, Ness, you had got that though, right?
I'll check right now. Hold on a minute.
Yeah, check right now. Don't be calling me out no more like that, nigga. Put my business out. You got these country ass niggas in the back call using that for ammunition.
Nah, I got it. And I got Tip Bella's
World
counter.
City.
Oh
Lord.
shit! Look who woke up.
Oh, you want some smoke, Cone? I got another calendar now. What's up?
Nah, I'm good,
Nah,
OG.
I already
I'm good,
done went
host.
to
Dog me out.
I done
I'm
went to
fucking with you. I'm fucking with you.
I done went to Tip, so you gonna have to come back. Go ahead, Tip.
Yeah, man. You know, it's a new era, man. It's a new era. Shout out to CYP, man. Because I just gotta start calling Ness out for his bullshit, man. So today we talking about, yeah, man. I'm surprised it's been 2-3 days and ain't nobody talk about this fight. And so now we talking about Regis Prograis versus I forgot the other dude name. The dude
Oscar
got beat up by
Duarte.
Ryan Garcia.
Oscar
Oh
Duarte.
yeah, Oscar Duarte.
Say his
So
name.
now
Duarte.
so now we want to talk about a Regis versus Duarte fight, but we're going to shit on Elijah Garcia and what's his name? What's my boy who lost to Tim Tszyu? Goddamn, like bro, we just keep lowering the standard out here. And then we want
Who lost to Tim Tszyu?
what's the
Cause
brother name,
you
man?
defending a fight that you don't
It's
even remember what fight you defending. Tell us the names.
it's a lot
Elijah versus
it's
who?
a lot of it's a lot of fighters,
Elijah
man.
Somebody
But
versus
that
who?
I
man,
used to know.
Elijah versus who? It's such a good fight. You can't even
the
remember.
the name won't click in my head right now. Like I know
Oh,
I
you
know
want
the
to call
fighter. I
back
know the
after you
fighter. It just
Google
won't
it?
click in my name. No, but it's all good. It's all good.
How
Either
is it all
way,
good? You
you want
defending
to
a fight that you
you
can't
want to no
remember.
no no no
Pause
no
his
no no
time.
no.
Pause his time
You
and let him
want
look for it for this good fight.
you want to sit on that fight, right?
But
Tone, you should
but
know this
what
too. You
fight?
should know the
What
name of this
fight?
fight.
What fight?
Come on, bro. You're not about to play with my time like
I
that. I
mean,
ain't gonna count it back in. I ain't gonna
Nigga,
count
we
it back
pausing
in.
for you.
But the point
you the
is,
one
but the
bringing up
point
a
is,
fight that you
but the
don't
point is,
know.
but the point is, you gonna sit on that fight, but you want to sit here and praise this bullshit ass Regis Prograis fight
Is there a
because he
former
walking off
champ?
into the fucking
Is there a
sunset.
former
I don't
champ
give
in
a
that fight? Is
man,
there a
fuck out
former
of here with
champ?
that former champ
So
bullshit, man.
don't
Anybody want to hear that
disrespect.
bullshit?
Don't
That nigga on a
disrespect. Don't
he on a
disrespect.
he on a 2-3 fight losing streak, and you
Still
want
a
to sit
former
here and talk
champ.
about you don't want to complain about how that's the main
Still a
event.
former champ.
Come on, bruh. We
Free
don't give
main
a fuck
event.
if he a
Free
former
main
champ or
event.
not. It's a bullshit main event. Okay, and Elijah Garcia's a free main event. Elijah Garcia's a free main event.
Now,
so what are you talking about?
Let's go back to the context of my argument. All right.
Do we not pay more for our DAZN subscription
what I'm talking
than
about.
Amazon?
Right,
go ahead.
Good.
No, go ahead, bro. You got it.
So you asking me what I'm talking about. The context of my argument is that Elijah Garcia and whoever, since we don't remember who, they don't deserve to be a main event when you got Keith Thurmans, Jamal James, you got Erickson Lubins, you got Jermell Charlos, you got so many bigger PBC names that haven't got a television date. So you mad at me because DAZN is keeping Regis active, and so is Duarte, and it's part of my subscription. I'm mad at PBC for using the only free show they got for Elijah instead of a Keith Thurman, instead of a Deontay Wilder, instead of someone that the PBC
so you
knows.
mad? So talking about hold on. So you shitted on them for doing quote unquote whatever they did to their prospect, and then you shitting on them for bringing them back and then putting them on the main stage to be televised to all the viewers.
Bro,
get the fuck out of here, man. You wanted to sit here and watch some fucking Oscar Duarte, man.
How do you go from main event and you get beat in the main event? Now you get another main event tune-up. Man, get the fuck out of here, bro. You selling us garbage.
Man, the DAZN selling us garbage with this Regis bullshit.
I don't know how.
That ain't no main event. That ain't no main event.
Duarte's on a comeback. Duarte's on a comeback.
Okay, Duarte's on the comeback, but how was Regis on a 2-fight losing streak?
That's a former champ. That's a former champ.
We don't give a fuck if he a former champ or not.
We resume
2-fight losing streak.
We resume, two elite level fighters.
With a loser?
2 elite level fighters.
With a loser?
Devin Haney and Jack Catterall. That's the top. Fuck is you talking about, man?
Bro, the man done lost all his big fights, bro.
Yo, the fact that you're trying to compare these dudes who are on a high level to the Elijah Garcia just shows your bias.
Man, Elijah Garcia gonna have a better career than Regis, who got a bullshit gift and then lost all his biggest fights.
Yeah, you know, this is what's wrong with our world. They respect the dude, the wrong dude, because he out here capping for Elijah instead of for Chiron. Where the fuck is Chiron, PBC? Where the fuck is Chiron?
Chiron come back, I'm going to campaign for Chiron, but right now, Elijah Garcia is coming back.
Didn't he beat Elijah? How the fuck Elijah got a main event off a loss?
Well, look, call Breadman. Call Breadman. Somebody call Breadman, get Breadman up here. Somebody call Breadman.
Chiron Davis did what he was supposed to do, so y'all punishing him just like they did Bacoli. Bacoli beat Jarrett, he don't get a fight. Chiron beat Elijah, he don't get a fight. But you got these PBC gangbangers. You got these PBC gangbangers out here lying. They lying. Why you don't defend Chiron? Why you don't defend Chiron? He the one won the fight. He won the fight. He won the fight.
When Chiron come back, I'm going to campaign for Chiron.
When he come back. He can't come back unless they give him a motherfucking date, but they gave it to Elijah.
Why don't you ask Eubank why he not fighting Chiron? You know what I'm saying?
And this is the thing.
You out here capping. But we want to do shows about Conor Benn.
Capping about PBC. The truth is, Elijah only getting on that card because it's in the Caribbean Royale and Bob Santos got that connection to Box Lab. Fuck out of here. This ain't even PBC bringing him back. Bob Santos trains Elijah Garcia now, and his deeply rooted connection to Caribbean Royale and Box Lab is awarding Elijah Garcia a motherfucking comeback. This ain't really got shit to do with
Shout out
PBC.
to Bob Santos for getting his fighter a fight. You know what I'm saying? Where's Breadman?
Where the fuck is Chiron Davis?
Where's Breadman?
Where's Chiron Davis?
Where's Caleb Plant?
Where's Chiron Davis?
Where all these Breadman fighters?
He won the
Where
fight.
these Breadman
he got one fight in 2024, and it was the upset win, and he don't get shit.
Move over, bro. Them niggas gonna have to move over to Caleb Plant can't have his career stalled out over gang banging, bro. He gotta go down there to Saudi.
How Elijah Garcia get a main event off a loss and Caleb Plant ain't got a motherfucking main event?
How Regis, you ain't telling us how Regis Program got a main event off a loss.
Because he a former world champ. We gotta go. We're not gonna argue with dudes that don't respect former world champs. We ain't arguing with you.
You don't respect.
Caleb is a former world champ. We respect that. Get out of here, man. Joe
bro,
Pilot.
Regis getting sacrificed, bro. Regis getting sacrificed to Duarte.
This is how it go. When you at the end of your career, ain't no easy fights. You want another payday? we got this tough contender. But if you beat him, Regis back on if he beat Duarte. He back on.
Yeah.
Joe Pilot.
That nigga back, bro. Ain't nobody trying to see Conor Benn and Eubank either, bro.
Word. Bo Rogers. Neither one of them dudes answering. Bumpy.
Yo.
We was about to keep it moving. What up?
What's up, fellas? Man, y'all guys, it don't even sound like y'all hate no more. It just sound like straight up jealousy. Man, y'all jealous of me because I'm a Tank fan. Y'all jealous of Tank. Devin Haney jealous of Tank. The Turk jealous of Al Haney. Terrence Crawford jealous of Earl Smith. Just jealousy, man. Why can't y'all be happy for us? You know, we happy for the cards that Turkey putting on, but why y'all can't be happy for the fights that Al's still putting on? We still got two hella fire cards with David Benavidez and Tank Davis coming up. There's hella fire cards. I told you, less sometimes is more. You don't have to put on something every damn day, every damn month. We got plenty. We like to watch that shit Turkey they're doing too. Let him get those big fight overpaid. As long as we there, the other guys can get paid. Because if the minute Al Hammond do what PBC do walk away, all those paydays and overpaying people, that shit going the fuck away. And they're gonna be on an island trapped, like lost in LA and shit. I don't wanna, it is what it is, but just stop hating. Stop hating, man. It ain't hating, like I said, y'all jealous. Y'all say I'm jealous. Crying about paint for the last 3-4 days. Brian, can't do this. I mean, just don't watch the kid, but if y'all gonna watch him, you know why? Because you hate him, but you wanna see him too. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna pay. You're gonna pay to watch him. And did you know this? The last fight he did was against Frank Martin. I think they did right at 15 million at the gate. And I think Terrence Crawford last fight did 8 million at the gate with Eminem on the thing. So just stop it, man. Ain't no comparison. Y'all just need to stop, man. Look, let's all come together. PBC be working with the Turk. Then Turk be working with the PBC. We all be working together. That's what we need in boxing. Let's put our money in together and pump both sides up so we can get more stuff. Some nights I want to decide if I want to watch that fight or if I want to watch that fight. I can't do it if they both all on the zone. So let's just stop being tight. You getting plenty of money, man. I'm getting money. Tone getting money. Everybody getting money, man. So we can afford to help make our sport great. No, let's stop all this bickering. Y'all just say I'm jealous, and I'm just calling it out. You know, what I'm saying? I know what the topics are. Chris Eubank, and I don't care about that shit. I'm worried about where American fights at, what's going on over here, and I just don't like the tone y'all coming with, always crying about one damn fighter. All these fights going on, but y'all crying about one damn fighter. Man, you sitting here pumping up guys who ain't never did nothing.
Gotta go,
But you
champ. Joe Pilot.
Yeah, man.
Jerry,
Yo, you hear me?
Oh, you're finally available.
Nah, my fault. I got a call early. But yeah, Chris Eubank, Conor Benn, domestic level fight. I'm not interested. These guys haven't done nothing to pique my interest for me to be watching this fight on some Saturday, obscure Saturday at 3 in the afternoon. It is what it is. Turkey has slowly found out that America doesn't support boxing. What is he doing? He's throwing all his eggs into the UK basket. You know, it's just a shame though that an American boxing podcast has Chris Eubank versus Conor Benn as the headline, and no UK callers has called in. No UK callers have called in. It's disgraceful, you know. Then they get mad at you, and that's when you only want to talk about American fighters. They want to hear, what about us across the pond? What about us over here? Call in, give up some predictions, put in some thoughts. But no, you guys ain't gonna do that. But What was I gonna get to? What's the other thing on the topic you was talking about? Because no one really cares about Conor Benn. Oh, $1 billion investment. Yeah,
Yep.
Saudi Arabia's investing into boxing, but I haven't seen them give any deals out. Why don't we hear any deals? Hey, buy one ticket, get one free ticket. If you go to the fight,
Bro,
you
they
get
giving
half off
away
at these hotel
cars, man.
reservations.
They giving away cars. They gave a Lucid away at the last fight. Now he's giving away a fucking SMG or some shit.
Okay, yeah, bro. I'm not interested in a Lucid. I want to go to Saudi
Bro,
Arabia.
this a
But hey,
SL55 he giving away, bro.
yeah, but okay, but I
That's a
rather.
grippy grip right there.
What up?
That's some money right there.
No, that's a nice car. But I'm just saying, how is that gonna increase tourism? Because you're giving away
I mean, you getting
free
people to buy
cars.
it. You getting
Increasing
people to.
tourism to me is that people come to Saudi, bro.
Yeah, but he ain't worried about Saudi. Is when the fights is in Saudi, they in Saudi. When they here, they here.
I don't know. I'm just trying to say that if you're trying to increase Saudi tourism, give some deals out. Give some deals for these hotels. Give some deals on some
Oh,
flights.
okay. I see
Give
what you're
some
saying.
deals.
Yeah, for
That's what I'm trying
sure,
to say.
for
Give some
sure.
deals to
They need to make a deal with the airline is what they need to do. Anybody that want to buy a Saudi ticket, they putting 500 to that shit.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like at least like say if you buy the flight tickets, give some group of some like how the resorts are in DR.
Yeah.
Sometimes not the like the you get the flights, you get everything
Yeah,
included.
package deal,
Or even like if
package
you go to
deal.
Colombia. Yeah, package deal. Like if you go to Colombia or Turkey, get your hairline done. Usually them guys get you the hotel, get you a ride from the airport and back from the airport. All you gotta do is just, travel, like
Bro,
do your own
somebody
travel
did they
inside,
shit
bro. Like,
in DR, bro. When I was in the airport, somebody was in the TSA line with his whole shit looking like he was in Turkey, Istanbul and shit. That shit was
looking like a
leaked.
cactus head. They be looking like little
Yeah, like a
cactuses when they
cactus.
first get
Yo,
that.
and that shit was bloody as hell. I'm like, bruh, I'd have stood, like, if I'm gonna do that, I'm staying in the DR for like 2 months straight. Like, I'm not about to catch a plane with my head bleeding. That dude was bugging.
You know what's even crazy? Like if you ever are gonna do it, the best place to get a free diagnostic, like to see how much you need, is in America. Because I heard in Turkey they overgraft your head, like they take out too much of the back and then it scars it.
I'm not
So
doing
like
that shit, bro. I'm good. If I go all the way bald, I'm all the way bald. That shit looked like it hurt. He was looking like Hellraiser with all them fucking dots in his head, bloody as fuck. That shit
now I
was.
seen the procedure on YouTube because I was looking into it to get it done, but then the same thing turned me off when I seen all that blood and I seen them making craters in your head. I'm like, yeah, I think I'm all right. I'm like, if Floyd could
Bro,
have been bald for
Conor
20
got that
years, I
shit.
think
Not
I'll be all
Conor.
right.
What is it? Eubank look like he got that shit. That shit be like.
Not Eubank got the
Nah,
the
that
tattoo,
shit is
the micropigmentation. He got the micropigmentation.
Bro, even the
That's what he got.
tattoo. Come on, bro. It was a point in my life where I'm like, I'm not getting no more tattoos. That shit hurt. So imagine having your fucking skull tattooed. These dudes is crazy,
No,
man.
and that's what's funny when you're in front of the light, it looks like you're bald. It's like if you gotta avoid any type of light hitting your head.
Nah,
It's like
that's
it's crazy.
wild. That's wild.
Yeah,
That can't be
yeah,
true because
like,
Eubank always in the front of the light, so his shit real then.
maybe I don't know,
Eubank
but
always
usually
in light. Eubank always in light. He done did face-to-face sit-downs with, he done been on press conferences at the podium. Like, he's always in the light. He either got the real deal Holyfield or that light shit ain't right.
nah, that's a fact. Yo, it was good too, Tony. I mean, my fault. I just looking at the thing right now. Salute to y'all, man.
Nah.
The real ones of
Salute,
the
brother.
panel, man. Voice of women's boxing. I don't think a Caroline Dubois versus Bumgarner is gonna move the needle for Americans to go to the UK, but I respect the grind you do because someone got to talk about them females. Hey, you
Nah, they
seen the
gotta do
Clarice?
Nicholson and Bumgarner or Serrano and Bumgarner. Serrano could go
Man, I
over
want
there and fight
Serrano.
because she already fought
Serrano
Katie
versus
over there, so
Nicholson.
it's like they know her.
No, that's a fact. I want Serrano versus Nicholson. I want Serrano to beat her ass, bro. She be out here talking crazy, talking about Serrano duck you. Man, Serrano ain't duck you. She just did 50 million in
She
Netflix.
did. I mean, at the end of the day, if we just keep it simple, she vacated her belt. That means you that's what Canelo did.
Yeah, but Canelo ain't a duck. Canelo fight everybody. That's
I'm
my
just
guy.
saying,
That's a Geyser
Canelo
right
took
there.
franchise status instead of fighting Charlo when Charlo was in his prime.
Because Charlo ain't earned it.
When he wasn't on no
Charlo ain't earned
alcoholic
it.
shit.
Charlo ain't earned it. He beat up a one-legged man to get that WBC position. And we,
Bro,
man, we don't respect that.
there's plenty of people that beat up lesser men to get in their position, bro. Like, I mean, who the fuck? Karen fought who to get in that position? You know?
Shit. Who knows? But he's the only one that wanted the boots fight. Him and Blair.
But that's the
Blair,
point,
them the
though.
only two
My
guys.
point is just that there's plenty of people that get in position by beating, lesser competition. That shit is normal.
Nah, that's a fact. That's a fact. But you already know, man. Enjoy your pod, bro. Nah, and I feel you too, bro. I wish I can afford to live in DR for 6 months of the year, bro. Because
What you mean? It's
you know,
cheaper over there. I mean, you mean you wish you could do it, not afford it. Affording it isn't the issue. The issue is doing it.
No, you know why I say afford is because for me to live out there, I'm gonna have to hustle out there to get the money. That's what I'm trying to say. You know?
Oh,
Like,
because so that's what I mean. You mean if you had the job, like internet job, because that's what everybody's doing. Whoever got them goddamn work from home jobs, they relocating, man. Shit crazy in America right now. Even though it's the best
especially
country in the world, though, Cause being
bro,
in
the
DR,
cheap.
bro, there's no rules over there. That shit, like, some towns is better than others, like La Romana and Sosu and Santiago. Obviamente those are gonna be better law-abiding cities, but they still eating lights and all that shit out there. That shit's still the Wild Wild West.
No, that's a fact, bro. It's a fact. If out there in DR, there's no law, and two, things can turn up quick. Like, say you know
Fuck
how over
yeah,
here
you could
you
lose
might
your
be out for.
arm. You could lose your arm.
Yeah,
Still in DR, like you road rage with a motherfucker. He whip out a machete from the back of his car under his seat. Your arm off is gone. Gotta be
yeah,
careful.
and you know what's crazy too out there is like out there there's a saying that if someone steps on your foot, you should say sorry for me being in your way to try to avoid. That's how much you gotta avoid problems out there.
Nah,
You know.
it's not the best of play. But again, you got to know where you at. Like if you can afford to be in Sosúa, and Puerto Plata, and La Romana, and Casa Campo, which is for the rich. All the rich movie stars got houses in Casa Campo, so it just depends where
Yeah,
you at, man. Where you at, you know.
I don't know if you heard about like last year. This dude, you know the Iglesias, the Mexicans, the dad has a crib over there, and he got caught smuggling a whole bunch of chicken in there. It was I don't know if you've seen it because if you're not in tune with DR like
Nah,
news, but he came. Yeah, he has a house in Casa Campo. He came from like the Bahamas, England, with a whole bunch of like organic chicken breasts. And I guess they made a bigger commotion because I guess they was trying to say that you can't bring all that all that poultry with you and
bro,
stuff.
you could
But
bring
yeah,
whatever
but
you want. Did you not see how Khaled came into the country? That's what I'm saying. Like, depending who you are and the amount of money, you gonna be able to do what you want over there, bro.
facts,
It's just how it
facts.
is,
Nah,
man.
nah.
That
But
country.
out there, people don't know. They think DR is poor. There's a lot of people over there with
Nah,
a
there's a lot
lot
of
of
rich
money.
people, of course, but it's just a lot of poverty too, bro.
Cause out there, you went to the capital this time, or you ain't go?
Yeah,
You was
yeah,
just in
yeah.
San Pedro.
Nah,
Or where you
I
from?
went
San
everywhere.
Pedro or from where?
I went everywhere. I went to Higüey, I went to Valladolid, I went to La Romana, Punta Cana, I went to
Oh,
Samaná,
okay.
I went to La Capital. Nah, bro, I don't play. I use the car. I don't fuck around. Dudes that stay in the resort, that's some whack shit. I'm
Nah,
everywhere.
but you know how it is too. We from over there, like we American, but we from over there, like
Yeah.
so it's easier for us. Imagine an American guy from over here with no family over there.
Yeah,
If
but
they
there's
ain't,
hella, man, it's like I was telling the last dude, it's hella bucones out there, yo. Tú te encuentras un tigre que te va a llevar para todos los lados y que no te va a atracar. It's not that hard. Everybody ain't out to steal from you. It's hella serviceful people in DR, A lot of people want to help you because they know you going to tip and you going to take care of them, you feel me? Like my
yeah,
guy, I've been
but just
rocking with my guy for years, bro. Fernando is the truth. I've introduced him to so many of my family members, and they use him when they go out there. He's part of the family. You feel me? I took him to the resort with me. Like that's my man's.
Man, you needed the Zop plug next to you just in case. You feel me? Of
Nah,
course you
nah,
should.
nah. He could get it. He could get it, but he's not that plug. Like, nah, he could certainly get it for. He could get you anything, bro. Whatever you want, he gonna have it. If you want a villa, he got a villa. You want a hotel, he got a hotel. You want the car, he got the car. It don't matter. He could get it.
My boy's on his purpose. But all right, man, I'm gonna let y'all go so y'all can keep doing the show. You be easy, man. Enjoy the rest of your day to the fellas there.
All right.
Appreciate you, champ. Ness, take me down right quick again.
Shit, it's over, man. You notice these UK topics
All
don't
right.
last.
Damn, man. Before y'all go, man, the brother Drake done filed another lawsuit against Kendrick Lamar for defamation of Not Like Us for calling him a PDF file.
You ain't serious.
No, just broke right now.
Wow, Drake taking that shit hard, bro.
Yeah, hip hop's officially unalived. A rap battle and cause a defamation suit. But you know, Drake's final play is he doesn't want that song performed at the Super Bowl in front of billions. That's his plan. If that song's not performed at the Super Bowl, it's gonna be some riots.
I mean, that song is old already.
I know, but when you go to a Kendrick concert, you're gonna want to hear that record.
Bumpy. Damn, I ain't know Drake was taking it that hard, bro. You win some, you lose some, champ. I mean, he lost to the other dude too. I don't know why he acting like that. Like he ain't lose the clips too.
Yeah.
Yo.
Ness, man. Whatever happened to Floyd Schofield coming on?
Bro, it was supposed to be yesterday, so they pushed it to today. They had a training session at that time. They wanted me to do it at 5 their time, which would be 6 my time, which that just wasn't possible. So they jumping on tonight.
Man, can you make sure you ask them like who in a camp? Like who was in a camp? Because I'm reading on Twitter that they X'd
got
everybody.
they
It's just
got
him
rid
and
of
Auntie
everybody.
Schofield.
They
You know
got
what
rid
I'm
of
saying?
everybody because there was a mole in the camp. Allegedly, Shakur leaked some information that he had somebody in the camp or Floyd Schofield Sr. got wind that someone in the camp was a mole for Shakur. You ain't see that?
Nah, hell no, I didn't see that. It was like,
Yeah.
bro, now I want to believe in him, but like now I don't.
You
Like,
want to believe
damn,
in
man.
who? You want to believe in who?
I want to believe Schofield gonna be his best that night. But now that you get rid of trainers and all these other people that's gonna give you
I
different
mean,
looks,
I mean,
I
what
don't know.
what we got? We got like 6 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Whatever he was going to pick up from allegedly Joanne Guzman, right? That's who they got rid of. I mean, he probably already picked it up. I mean, I would have loved for him to keep him if that's who they really got, simply because he did such a good job with Jermel. But hey, looks like we got a couple super chats. I mean, I took you down. You know, I'm sticking around for a sec in case people call in. Bumpy jumped on, so you know I'm here for it. And I got a couple super chats I got to get to, but I need to do a refresh. It's going to take a second. If you want to call in, Discord and X Spaces are available to do so. And if you're watching this on YouTube, hit that thumbs up. Help a brother out with that free visibility, you know. Let's activate that algorithm.
Yeah. I wonder if Meek Mill should have sued Drake.
Meek Mills. For what?
Well, remember Drake he went back to back on Meek.
Yeah,
He
so damn, now
performed.
everybody that get bodied in a rap battle gonna get the suit. That's wild.
Drake set the precedent. It's the precedent.
Nah, we can't be doing that. Jerry Soriano, Yolanda for life $2 says that's BS. Crawford been talking to Turkey for years. Kentrell 2-pounder, Tank, kitten emoji bigger than my grandmother. Hashtag loser. Okay, so okay. I guess he wanted me to say the other word with the P and the cat. The best dad ever, member for 19 months on a contender level. Let's make Tank and Bud free agents. Who these promoters really line up for? Bro, we don't care about that, bro. That's your shit, man. I've been seeing you for 2 days talking about Tank is the bag, Bro, we just want fights. We just want fights, Crawford versus Canelo, Crawford versus Bakram, Crawford versus Virgil, Tank versus Dev, Shakur, T.O. Fuck, man. That's all. We just want fights. Y'all dudes that want to talk about he making more money and he ain't set. Bruh, we just want fights, man. Jerry Soriano, Yolanda. My bad. Go ahead, champ.
No, a nigga told me on Twitter the other day, he said, T.O. not a draw. I said, damn, bro. So you don't want to see Tank versus T.O.? To tell you the truth, no, I wouldn't want to see that. These Tank, I'm telling you, these are the most mustiest niggas on earth.
Musty energy.
You don't even want to see T.O. and Tank because the nigga not selling records or selling seats. You niggas is nasty, bro.
They living in that narrative about, dollars and who sell more units instead of the actual fight being good. Jerry Soriano, Yolanda for life, $2. Crawford said he's been talking to Turkey since 2021. Trophy emoji. Leonard Sterling, 5-pounder. Tio reminded me of Benny in the getup he was wearing at the Ring Gala. Guy who shot Al Pacino at the train station. He just came in my mind, and that's Benny. Yeah, he had it wasn't a fedora. What's those called when they're round? He had one of those hats, and then the over-the-shoulder coat, kind of mafia style. Then he was walking around with his Ring magazine belt. That was the funny thing, because I ain't really see nobody else bring their Ring magazine belt. Tio nah, this my invitation. So hey, I feel him. Pistol Parkway Mozzie, $5. He says, damn, I forgot Turkey reached out to Tank. Tank could have been the face of Riyadh ring right now. Shaking my head. Kentrell back at us with another 10-pounder. 1. Tone, follow me. Mama, I made it. No more Ryan jokes. 2. Drake said, I'm a real sicko when you get to know me, ninjas. Is being a pedophile that far off? Anyways, Two-Tone the greatest. Yeah, you wildin'. You can't associate sicko and pedo. That's wild. Like, what the fuck? He said, is it that far off? Yo, wild. Millie Ricketts, $2. Tone be telling news wrong. It was the label. Crying tears of joy.
Stop, bro. Stop, bro. You trying to be a semantic warrior, bro. He don't who recorded Not Like Us, bro? Stop, bro. You Drake fans is worse than Tank fans.
Or are they the same? They did have the OVO patch on his shorts.
Yeah, God. You was against your label. Come on, bro. What are you talking about?
Yo, we got Rel on the check-in.
Yo, what's up, Ness?
What up?
What up, Two-Tone, man? Salute to y'all niggas, man.
Appreciate
What
First
up?
of all, Two-Tone, he was suing the UMG music group, buddy. He wasn't suing Kendrick, you know what I mean? So even though it is a weak move, but he wasn't suing Kendrick. He was suing the music group, you know what I mean? So it's a different. Somebody dropped a song saying Two-Tone a pedophile. You fuck around, you either gonna try to beat the shit out that nigga, or you gonna keep the business. You gonna sue to protect your image, cause know what I'm saying. But listen though, if you know you're not a pedophile, you gonna do everything to protect your image, right?
Bro, when Clarissa disrespected Ice Spice, what did I do? I went to the booth, bro. I went to the booth.
That's what Drake did. He went to the booth.
Nah, this nigga at the ledger, nigga. This nigga got paperwork, nigga. He sent in 3 copies. One to lawyer, one to Kendrick, one to his baby
going at
mama.
it with the music. He's going at it with the label though. He's not going at it with Kendrick. Kendrick can do whatever he wants. Kendrick not getting sued. He good. He's talking about the music group pushing a song that's calling him a pedophile. I'm not agreeing with. I'm just saying I see where he's coming from. That's all.
Do you think UMG can allow Kendrick to perform that song at the Super Bowl if they about to lose some money?
They might. People want to hear the song, so people going. You know what I mean? Fuck it. They might let him perform that shit, but you never know though. You just never know for real. But all I know is Drake is trying to protect his name. That's all he's doing. You know what I mean? If he out here fucking adult bitches, then you feel me? He ain't fucking no little girls and all that shit. Then he got the right to protect his name.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
anyway,
I don't think he a pedophile, and I never thought that
exactly.
Jay-Z left condoms on Nas's baby seat.
But look, bro, that T-Tone, you wild as shit, bro. Nah, you wild, bro. I'm moving on, bro. I'm out this Drake shit, bro. Anyway, look, man. If Turkey want Tank to come over there and fight, all I got to say is just pay the man his money, man. Just pay him his money. He get paid. He fighting all them guys. He said it on live. He's fighting all them niggas, man. Give him his money. He taking out all them guys over there, man. Shakur, Devin, T.O. It don't matter.
Bro, you don't even believe that shit, man.
Shit.
Come on, dog. The fact that he's even saying pay me, we know he was trying to pay you. You the one prolonging the shit asking for fucking Ferraris.
But how much though? How much?
Bruh, did Canelo motherfucking leave out of there happy? Yes or no? He could have been one of them dudes. He ain't want to be one of them dudes. Like he said, he got the call. He ain't take it. That's the bell, though. These Tank fans is crazy, man. Speaking of Tank and Crawford, man. Let me just give y'all a little refresh here.
Live here with Hammer and Hank. Man, I just want to ask, he seemed to be a little upset. I interviewed Brian McIntyre, and they were saying that you said a few things about his girl. What exactly was said? Why did you get under his skin about his woman and going on?
It was a fight with the Norman. He texted me in the inbox. Oh, you should have did this. He being disrespectful. So, it's something about train a little harder. I said, man, with all that training you telling me to do, tell you to train. You know what I'm saying? This had the fight. He popped up in the inbox on Facebook. You know what I mean? Oh man, you should have trained harder, this and that. I said, you telling me to train, man? Listen, you need to look at that and tell her to train. You know what I'm saying?
When you say that, obviously, it's a woman.
Yes, sir. You know what I mean? Yes, sir.
Live here with
So that was the last time somebody had something to say about Crawford's family, specifically his BM. But look, he handled it in the ring, man. Just saying, hopefully somehow Tank, offers Bud that fight at 147. Get him to suck back down.
Yo, dudes don't exist in the real world. This woman bore like 4 children for this man. You know what I'm saying? So,
I thought it was
some
8.
people. 8?
He got 8 kids.
6, bro.
No,
6. Okay, see, even more. So that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, that's a childbearing woman. Like, come on, man. That's that. You gotta be respectful.
Not everybody got the fucking Kim Kardashian surrogate. That's a natural black woman giving birth, possible non-C-section. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, I getting so graphic. Lord of mercy.
Yo, that's too with the OBGYN philosophical.
My man said C-section. Holy shit, man. Yo.
He like beautiful tiger stripes and C-sections.
Oh, shit, my bad. I mean, I got to get a thing where they hear your voice, it just brings you up. You know what I'm saying? But last call for callers, man. Now is the time if you're trying to call Ian and voice your opinion. If not, we right back at it, 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 o'clock Pacific Standard Time for more boxing talk. We'll look for a topic more you're liking, as you don't care about the historical fight that will be taking place in April in the UK with Eubank Jr. and Conor Benn reliving the legacy of their fathers. It seems like y'all don't care, man. Nest GTO, Instagram and Twitter, fellas. Let them know where they can find you. We about here.
King Amin Investix 1 on IG and Twitter, and Championship Rounds on YouTube.
Two-Tone Superstar on IG and YouTube. I got the Drake story I just posted on IG right now. Check that out.
Peace.
Peace.